Maybe.
Ah, there's Jesse.
Yipper-dooper-dooper-boo.
Fraggle.
Fraggle Rock.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
And that just went completely in every direction.
Dance a day away. Working for another day.
All right. So
Yeah.
Down a Fraggle Rock.
yeah, used to watch that all the time as a little kid.
I always wondered what the Dozer buildings tasted like.
Same.
Sorry. Anyway, sorry.
Okay, now my brain is
Right.
just okay.
Sorry,
And
Griggs.
they're done.
Sorry.
There's D&D
It's
for the
the
day.
weirdest thing to start a stream on.
New
Oh, the stream started. Oh shit.
Clip it, clip it,
Yeah.
clip it.
new record for
Well,
breaking
they
the
used to
GM.
eat that stuff all the time, man. I was
I know.
curious as a kid what they taste. It must have been really good. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway,
Down a Fraggle Rock.
um,
I'm sorry, Toby Sargis, I'm actually done. Please, give us the recap.
I'm trying to remember back to 2 weeks ago and what you guys were doing. I'm looking at my notes.
I made gunpowder on the DL.
Yes. That's true. You're buying up all that stuff and making gunpowder.
An
He's
asshole
working
panda.
for Beholder or sword or something like that. I mean, about to work for Beholder technically, I think.
Yeah. You learned that basically the Violet Sharks had taken over control of the city-state, or rather major port of Oran a few years ago, and that they're led by a beholder of all things, who currently kind of pretty much stays inside the main government building. And one of you is breathing very loudly.
I'm eating. I didn't think to mute. Sorry.
Sorry. He did some shopping. Kurt has been busy sabotaging some of the mechs in the Enchanters Guild. I believe one of you has been completely banned from entering the Enchanters Guild.
Technically, several of us have.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't know this, though.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Amanet's on the shit list.
Yeah, you guys got yourselves banned from the guild.
Hey, he was rude. There was no reason to fucking manhandle her. She was sitting in the fucking lounge doing nothing.
But you're hanging out with the people that had caused trouble in the Enchanters Guild.
I didn't cause any trouble.
Technically, those fuckers left on their own. She was just chilling by herself. She did nothing.
But at least this is not hindered either Clay or Kurt. The two of them are still allowed in the Enchanters Guild. That's all good. You currently have rooms at Overlook the Sea. A couple of you have visited various places and have gone to the Rocking Seahorse, which is apparently what the Violet Finns prefer drinking at. You've run into the... Did you run into the port official? Or did I just write the note on them? Here.
We talked about like getting in with a port official.
Yeah.
But I don't think anything came up with that.
Yeah. Just talking to them eventually about trying to arrange a ship, even though everything's on lockdown.
Oh, and you were tailed by a black-haired man with a scruffy beard at one point.
Mm-hmm. Which I
That's
believe...
the only difficulty of 2 weeks away, and sometimes I'm unable to read my own notes.
I believe Amanet has minor imaged that to everybody in the group.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's see. Made contact with the magic school. You made contact with a dwarf blacksmith. You made contact with the general store, and I believe the herbalist, which I think is where Internet bought a whole lot of goods. Didn't she? Or was that somebody else?
Amanet strategically bought many things. all over town as to not raise suspicion what she was making. She might have grabbed something there. I believe it was sulfur?
Probably.
But yeah, I'm trying to grab my. Here we go. Blood Hunter Journal.
Maybe I should not write in cursive. I cannot read my own writing. But I have a hard time sometimes writing, block printing because my hand just wants to stay and write cursive.
You think you have bad writing? Have you seen Rick's? Just saying.
Mine is nearly doctor quality.
The holder's name is Stubbs.
Yes.
I don't think Rick passed any written exams.
Yeah,
Also-
but those are written exams. They don't
Also,
matter.
out of character, I can't help but wonder if this particular beholder has a goldfish.
No.
His name's Xanthar.
It's not
I
there.
know, I know. No Thilgar here. Hey, Grizz, real quick. I told you about the Great Goldfish Flood thing, right? With the goldfish and the goose.
No, you did not.
I will tell you guys after the campaign. Oh, real quick, though, just let you know, we have dinner reservations, so at 7, so it has to end at 6 for us. So I'm going to stop interrupting, and I'll tell you later.
That's cool. That's cool. Alrighty then. So, what do you guys like to do?
I'm still looking for a hat. Unless I found one.
You found
Did I
one.
find one?
I do believe you found a
Yeah.
hat.
Yep.
it was
It
a
cost
top
you
hat.
1 gold. I told you to take it out of
Mhm.
everything.
Yeah.
What time of day? I feel it was like nighttime, wasn't it?
It was still middle of the day.
Middle of the day.
Actually, it might have started getting the afternoon, but we
Mhm.
weren't entirely through the day yet. But Caladrel was wanting to head back to the inn and just with his generic supplies that he got from the alchemist.
If I recall right, you guys had elected to spend some time simply doing rolls each day, or is that another party I'm thinking of at this moment?
Rolls each day.
Rolls
Like, you
for
know,
what, if I may?
Rolls for what you're planning on doing, because that's why you were busy making gunpowder, because you knew it would take you some time to do, and you were basically hunkering down, and we were doing. Each of you was going to make rolls each day for what you wanted to do, based on what you wanted to do.
For your prep?
Yeah, I
Yes,
don't think
instead of
exact.
individually tackling like a quest or anything like that. You guys had elected to, somebody was gathering information, somebody was working on alchemical supplies, somebody you were doing the shopping that first day. Kurt is working on basically making some money and a job plus sabotaging robots, and Clay is busy learning. So that was leaving you guys basically downtime for a while.
Yeah,
That
I
was
have a
the plan.
bunch of stuff for potions.
Yes, so you were going to be making potions. She's going to be making, as I said, she is working currently on making, gunpowder.
Yeah.
What? So, I believe Pink, are you still trying to teach 83 more words? Is that the plan for you?
Yeah, pretty much. Just trying to get it to be more fluent.
Okay. Char, what are you going to be doing during your each of your days?
Char's just going to try and get as much information as he can
Okay, so
about
you're
the
doing gathering information
building.
checks.
About the building we're gonna have to try and get into.
Would you guys? And which building is that again? Is that the main building?
Yeah, the one with the tower. Oh, I think that's what. Yeah, I think that's what it is. The one where the Violet Shark's headquarters that Emunet told us about.
And one thing I would like to do as well, though he probably wouldn't spend too much time on it, considering what he's already learned about this place. Calador would like to see if there's any way to get a hold of any kind of magical scripts to copy down into his ritual book. But I'm talking like literally
so
devote
you-
1 day to it and then go back to potions.
So you're the one going to the Mages Guild.
I'm
Sorry,
not-
the mage the mage school, and if I recall right, they were they the ones not doing so well because of all the redirected? Is that whatever I was explaining to you?
Yes, there's not much in the way of
yes.
supplies and materials and like magical items.
Okay, so you're after the magicals. That reminds me. What is our bugbear friend doing?
Part of me wants to see if he can figure out if there's anybody that's might be willing to help if this all breaks down. Like basically talking to the people, essentially. But at the same time, part of me is like, I don't know if that's a good idea because that could go poorly for the people. You wouldn't want necessarily to put them in danger.
So you're also doing a gathering information check.
Yeah, he'd probably look for not necessarily just the random individuals, but just like ones that are skilled and are unhappy with the current scenario.
Okay. So, so two of you are on gathering information. I'm gonna have you guys go to the second Roll20 group, if that's okay.
Sure.
Alright.
What school? What if I go back?
Clay and Kurt are spending the next couple of days, up to a week, at the Enchanters Guild for various reasons. Correct?
Uh-huh.
I would like to ask you to go down to Roll23. So the three of you would be in your rooms and suites along with the rest of the party, working on various things. Pink, you've been busy teaching 83 more words, which is going. It's not a every day is a a grueling task of teaching the Warforged words. It's more of a every day. It's building up exponentially. Like the first day, a couple days, like before you even got to this place, it was really difficult or learning like a few simple words, and now you're starting to get sent each day that comes by. You're getting more and more sentences, things that 83 is picking up in context, all of that. So
the more it knows, the more it can understand and comprehend.
Exactly. So it's exponential learning. And you're looking for spells. Any spell in particular?
I have a couple. Let me just get them written down and message to you. A few of them are going to be like what I attempt to learn with Jariel, but not all of them because time.
Yeah.
It would have taken me a day and a half straight of recording to get all of those.
And then, are there a particular kind of potion you're looking for other than potentially healing potions?
I am thinking. I do want to try to make that one use of that oil of slipperiness.
Okay.
But out of character, I don't know too much about it to know if it's even possible with what I have. Otherwise, I really just want to do healing potions.
You're trying to make these are just making potions, not looking for potions. Okay.
Yeah, I remember how I bought a good pound of this stuff the other day.
All right. Yeah, so you're going to be spending some time doing that. You said you're sending me what you want on your things. Yep. Immunette, you're in the same time working on making gunpowder.
Yeah. Gunpowder. Making it safely. Obviously, she has to monitor a lot, I would imagine. But in the time where she knows she can safely get away and leave something to either, absorb or settle, or if things take time where it doesn't need to monitor for fear of something happening, she will try to just watch for tails as people go off and do their thing.
All right, so
but that's what she's doing.
So roll an investigation check to find a good place to set up where you're not going to be noticed necessarily by people or by your party. Well, you pretty much found what looks to be an abandoned storefront near the dock.
Okay.
And I've set up like a small lab there.
Okay.
It's outside the flow of traffic, and considering the amount of rats that you've seen skirting past, you're pretty sure it's unused.
Okay. Well, she'll set up and she'll make sure every single time, without having to RP it out, she will set up, do what she needs to, make sure that whatever she's making is kept in a dry environment when needed, moist whenever it's needed to be staying and absorbing things. And after each time, she will put it away and hide it.
All right. So let's see. For this, I'm gonna have you roll 2 checks. This will cover the amount of time that I'm thinking of right now.
Okay.
Let's see. One. This is alchemical. Yes.
Yes.
So we're gonna use two counts of your alchemical and 2 counts of stealth. Make that sleight of hand actually.
Okay. What attribute would you like with this? Intelligence?
Either intelligence or wisdom, whichever you feel better with.
They are the same. I will go for intelligence. And then that's the first one. Intelligence. Okay, and then 2 sleight of hands, right? Okay.
Yes.
I imagine the first day doesn't go well, but the second day is a little better from those rolls.
Yeah. As for Caladriel, is it these are things that your patron's teaching you? Yes.
No, with one of my features, I can actually, like a wizard, copy down ritual spells.
Okay, so so you're basically going to the Magic Guild and spending time copying these down.
Mm-hmm. That
Okay.
of any of those that are available, I am willing to invest that time to scribe before I go to potions.
Yeah. So basically, you would have to pick and choose given the amount of time that you have,
Mhm.
and given how much time each of those costs. I mean, one of them is 10 hours, so that's up to you, depending on how much
Yeah.
time you want to spend on them. Like, if you want to spend enough for 1 day, or do you want to spend 2 days? That's up to you.
I am fine spending 2 days. Like I said, one of them, because I think it'd be amazing, Rary's telepathic bond. I love that, but that's not my priority. All the other ones are. So like I'd say 2 days would be sufficient, but that's up to you.
That's really up to you at that point.
I'm saying like in terms of what the world provides me, because if they don't have the book, I can't copy it down. That's all I
They're magical. They basically have spells up to a point, like probably up to like level 6 spells at the moment. They probably do not have the higher level spells, given the current climate. But
Okay.
I'd imagine they have up to level 6 spells.
Okay.
And if you have the money and the time, you can sit there copying them.
So then if they have that, I'll take all 3 of those days.
Okay.
100.
So,
I read 600 gold.
Pink, is there anything other than teaching 83 to talk that you wish to get accomplished in the next couple of days?
I
Next few days.
mean, he could go out and try and make some sort of money by seeing if he could find any work around town or something like that.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay. He's not very good at investigation.
Yeah, you pretty much only see begging as a potential way of making money right now.
Then he will beg.
Roll 2 persuasion checks.
2 persuasion checks coming
Yep.
right up. 1 and 2. Jesus Christ.
1 second. You make a total of, over the next couple days, 1 gold, 15 silver, and 40 copper via begging.
Well, that's a lot more than I'd expect. So, yeet.
Oh,
Alright. Hello.
hello.
So, for the next couple of days, what do you guys should accomplish at the Enchanters Guild?
Learning how to enchant. Learning how to enchant.
Doing my
Alright.
job.
I would like 2 intelligence checks from you, please, Clay.
Sorry, what?
2 intelligence checks, please.
Okay, where is intelligence? Come on, Clay, you're a smart boy. We're not.
Yeah. At this point, you still haven't grasped the fundamentals of enchanting. You think you might be able to get it after some more time, but so far, so good. So far, not quite yet. Kurt, what about you during the next couple of days? What are you doing?
Working diligently and I guess eavesdropping if he hears about anything regarding
Okay.
any deals like
Uh,
the guild has with customers from people who our group might not like.
All right. Roll me 2 investigation checks.
All right.
aggression.
Testing. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes.
I'm not muted. Yeah. You don't hear anything.
All right.
All right.
Fucking throw
Hello,
away.
guys. I'm here.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
So both of you spend the next couple of days wandering around town and keeping an ear out. Jet, Char, I believe you keep going back to that same bar.
Well, I wanted Chad to be just trying to figure out the best plan of attack into the building.
So you're also going to be sleeping around the building.
Yeah, and keeping an
Alright.
eye out for the person that Amina told us about.
All right. So for you, I would like 4 different investigation checks.
Alright.
Also, are you doing this stealthily, or are you just wandering around in the open?
Well, yeah, it's probably stealthily,
So 2
But
stealth,
mostly-
2 stealth checks as well.
but mostly stealthily, as in as in wild shaping and being sneaky. That way.
Still, two stealth checks as well.
So 4 invest and 2 stealth.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
3, 4. 1, 2.
All right. Okay, so the first set was snooping the building, correct? Well, actually,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. But you got 22s in both sets. Actually, rolled a lot of 22. I put in
All the
all
net
the
20s.
20s. Yeah. So, and at the same time, I also like our bugbear friend here to also roll 2 investigation checks. All right, that's good. Okay, so Char, first of all, one of the things you notice as you are in the area with the basically the Capitol building is that there are a lot of Fin guards in this area. Like at every entrance, there are at least 2 fin guards per entrance to what's not exactly a palace. It's a rather large building. You can kind of tell it's official and governmental. It has a big tower attached to it. At this point, kind of like sticking up right from the center. But at every entrance that you have been able to find, there are no less than 2 guards. 4 at the main entrance, and 2 at any side entrance you happen to find. Little guy,
Damn, this
no.
place is locked up tight.
Sorry, my cat is walking all over my notes. The entire building is a roughly like in the center of a bit what looks like a wide, expansive square. Where how most streets you've been able to see the width of most of the streets around, we're good for traffic. There is a lot of flat area covering it. There's no easy buildings that come nearby. There's nothing. It basically looks designed so that if this place was to be attacked, the guards and possibly other people that you've noticed, you look up and you occasionally see people overlooking buildings that also appear to be in fin helmets, that they would have a pretty good shot at anybody attempting to attack the place head on.
Okay, so head-on attack's useless. Gotcha.
Now, here's the next part. After 3 more days go by, sometime in the middle of the day, both you and Sir Lancelot in different parts of the city start hearing the same rumors. You hear people saying, "Oh, did you hear the news? They saw a black dragon flying somewhere outside the gates of the city. Oh, a black dragon! You don't think it's going to attack us, do you?" Etc. Etc. And you see some of the fin guards they're not exactly leaving the square. In fact, you, Char, being that you spend most of your time in the square, have seen a few more snipers up on the roof, clear archer types up on the rooftops nearby. But you have seen a few more soldiers heading towards the front gates to the what you can assume is the front gates of the city.
That's worrying.
Yep.
And that's what you guys know. So I'm going to bring you guys back to when you gather together with the rest of your party.
Oh, one question. Real
Yes?
quick. Is it because I know simple weapons are. I know the weapons are kind of a thing. Would he be able to get like a halberd again?
Sure. Yeah, you can find it at standard price in the book.
Did I ever notice the guy that Aminat said was tailing us?
No, you did not actually. You kept an eye out for him, but you don't see anybody like that. You did notice, let's see, with that stealth, you did notice occasionally that the guards would notice you, whether you were in your normal form or stealth form, and some of them give you a curious look. But other than that, you didn't see anybody specifically watching you.
Alright.
Alright. Okay. So, 3 days have gone by, and it's coming towards evening when your party is gathering back together again at the inn.
One of the checks that I didn't make, Grizz, was to see if I've got a hold of any tails.
Roll perception check twice, please.
Okay.
You have occasionally seen a Fingard watching you at a distance, but you haven't seen the man that seemed to have been tailing you at one point.
Is it tailing me or tailing somebody else?
Well, it was you in general, meaning the party.
Got it. She will relay that information.
All right, so you guys have gathered together. It is now closing in on dinner time. Like Vault seems to have been spending that time, not Vault. Sorry, Kage has been spending some of that time training. It seems. Grisdrop has been spending a lot of the time reading, and Holly has been visiting the various temples around the area. What do you guys do as you come back together?
Any updates from anyone? What's going on?
Well, I've successfully, I think, made a little bit of gunpowder. We got some tails following us, though, still. Not the same guy, just somebody different. But I've been lying a little low. What about y'all?
Rumors of a black dragon coming near the gates. Or outside somewhere.
And those rumors have made any form of on the surface assault on the central building near impossible.
Wait, what's impossible?
Any form of surface assault on the Violet Shark's headquarters. There's usually two guards at every entrance, four at the front entrance, guards on top of roofs, and even more now because of the Black Dragon rumor.
Well, we weren't planning an assault, were we?
Yeah, we're gonna have to get in there eventually.
Eventually, yes, but Megan's gonna be pissed if we go in there early. Just saying.
Need to get as much detailed information as you can.
No, I'm not saying don't do that. I was saying we were waiting, but the Black Dragon's not surprising news. They're probably looking to go to the next temple.
Yes. It's just worrying.
Well, we can't do anything. We've got to wait for Megan. We can't get a boat out.
Just saying. It sounded like it was coming this way.
Oh, that reminds me. Shuttle, didn't you say you were looking at a Megan every day?
Yep, every
I
night.
suddenly remembered that. My bad. Legion whispers.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we might have to retcon that because this news will not be surprising to you.
Okay.
After another day, in fact, the day before, you saw something surprising on your check for Megan.
Okay.
You saw her and Volt on the back of a black dragon.
Oh.
Sorry, I completely forgot about this, Jackson. You didn't remind me until that point. It's like, oh yeah, you've been looking in on Megan, so you would have known about this upcoming.
Okay.
A black dragon arriving in near the city would not have surprised you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know how to play this off. That's fine.
My
Okay.
bad. But basically, yeah, you saw her riding on the back of a black dragon.
Okay. Cool.
All right, there you go.
Oh. Oh.
Wow.
Don't worry about the dragon.
Kitty, stop eating the bag.
Mad.
Wait, I'm not muted?
No.
You're never muted, Jesse.
True. The sucky thing is I have to do it all through my phone now because the PC can't tell that the headphones is two different things.
Oh man.
Like it's got a mic and headphones. You have to put them in separately. And even then, I don't even know what the hell's going on because I put it in the mic and nobody could still hear me. I was super quiet. So,
Sorry, Hen.
I mean, you guys heard me. Well, Grizz did anyway. Sound like I
Last
was
night,
super
yeah.
far away.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you
Yeah.
at all. Yeah, you came in at the wrong time. We were finishing our game of Fallout 76 last night and heading off to bed.
Yeah, so that's up to school. I mean, what do you mean?
I mean, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, I should probably tell y'all. Megan and Volt are on the back of the dragon. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
What?
He looks at you like,
Am I there?
Ismits?
On the back
Apparently,
Uh,
Black Dragon?
which one?
yeah. Apparently, they hitched a ride.
So how much longer?
And you told her where you're at, right? That was the conversation that you guys had?
Yeah, we were checking in every day to make sure that they were on the way. So she would have said, she would have been like, "What the fuck you doing on the back of a black dragon?" Probably something like that.
Yeah. It's like, I can't really respawn. There's too much wind in the way. Something like that. But yeah. No, I'm just saying is that at this point, you hear a knock at the door.
Aminette will get up. Kind of like creak open the door, foot in place so they can't like push it open. And
you see in front of you the kind of smaller form of the teenage girl, Megan. Her nearly her still teenage, but nearly 20. Actually, no, he is 20, isn't he? Yeah, he's either 19 or 20. I can never remember his age. Form of the red-haired Volt, and there's some other form behind them that it's harder to make out. Hey, we made it here.
Hey, y'all. Who's your friend? Kind of squints eyes at the third figure.
That's Millie. Can we come in?
I'm assuming that might have been your mode of transportation. Yeah, come on in.
You assume correctly. The woman who is hooded kind of seems to have the features of a drow as she steps in. She is also carrying a bag with something squirming in it. Kind of like in front of her, and as she steps in and closes the door, she kind of slowly opens it up, and inside is another black dragon, but this one's a wormling. And it kind of like pokes its head out and starts looking around at all of you and drops to the floor and immediately rushes towards Kurt.
The dragonling?
The dragonling puts its paws up on your shoulders, Kurt, and starts licking and biting at your beard.
Is this youngling, dragonling?
It's a black dragon wormling.
Well, I don't know about this.
If that thing knew any better, it probably was going to be dinner if it...
It sticks a snout into one of into Tobias's bag and attempts to grab out something to eat from there.
You meet a friend.
The woman, the drow woman, pulls back her hood and just kind of like brushes out her silvery hair and kind of takes you all in. Oh, these are the ones, are they? And Megan and Volt just kind of look and nod. Yeah, they're the rest of our party. It's the dragon snorts. There's no way I can transport all of them. There's too many.
Hi. Sorry to interrupt. Looks at Megan and Volt. Can we get some more information on what happened? Last I talked to you, you said that it was going to be weeks before you're here, and you're here now a few days later with a Millie and little dragon.
Maleficent. Maleficent. It was not supposed to be Maleficent, but it sounds like that, so just bear with me. But Millie is fine. And this is my son, Scroll.
Millie and Scroll.
The rest of my children have been murdered by that fiendish beast that flew in and made a deal with some hags. These two, and she gestures at Volt and Megan, have promised to help me enact revenge against him.
Interesting. How do you know that he made a deal with hags?
Because that is where I tracked my dead children to.
Ah.
He traded them their lives to get the curse taken off of him.
Insight check on what curse this one's referring to. It wouldn't be the brand of castigation that Amunet put on him, is it?
Go for it. But if you believe it, you don't need it.
Okay, well then if I don't need it, then a deception check to not feel guilty? Or show guilt?
A deception check to not show guilt if you're feeling guilty. Yeah, that would be fine.
I mean, the player is feeling guilty. I don't feel like my character is, but let's roll it out.
Well, the character doesn't feel guilty because it's not like your character stole the children and murdered them.
No. No.
Or at least not all of them.
No. Oh no.
Oh, Lord.
I figured out how that worked.
Oh, well, that explains that. Okay. I am sorry for your loss.
This once arrived. She kind of like looks over at Skrull. This is good. But make the people here nervous. They should be nervous. And she's not. Doesn't seem to be referring to you guys either.
All right. So if we are to beat him getting to this temple, how the fuck are we gonna do this then?
Holly kind of lifts a hand. Well, we need to. I said go to Mistvale and get the waypointer. It's the only way to navigate the Chaos Islands.
And how are we going to get there?
Well, obviously, some of you are going to ride on my back.
How long of a trip?
That kind of depends. I'm not sure how the speed of a dragon compared to a boat, and because of the unpredictability of the Chaos Islands, could be days, weeks, hard to tell.
Bells aren't in order.
Megan kind of sits down on a chair. I'm hungry. Are we gonna? You guys getting ready to go eating somewhere, or can we at least sit down and rest for a while before we talk about travel?
The problem is we have no other way of getting a boat.
None? Huh.
It's locked down.
Does that mean we're gonna have to steal the boat, Sir Lancelot? Oh man, stealing a boat. You see Volt kind of like going over and standing next to his brother. The two brothers kind of look at each other.
This town is currently under control of pirates.
What are pirates?
People that don't adhere to any law, take it in their own hands, and then basically take commerce, steal from everybody, make money off of it.
The woman just kind of gives you a look. And that is supposed to impress me how?
They're not impressive.
They're not impressive at all. Yeah, I agree with Lancelot. That's just what they're doing here, and nobody has the balls to do anything about it right now. I'm not talking about the party
back
here,
there, guys.
I'm not talking about the our group here. I'm just saying nobody in the town apparently. There's no underbelly. There's no.
Gemini, there's a lot of heavy
Really?
typing noise coming from your end.
Sorry, I thought I had my mic muted. My apologies.
Thanks.
There's no. Y'all didn't find any evidence of like uprising or anything, did you guys?
Political upheaval.
They just bought their way in, bribed the right people.
Everybody's kind of compliant with it, it seems.
And they don't. If they're not, then I imagine they are quelled. After all, their leader is a beholder.
I mean, I'm down to steal a ship. I've only been here a couple of days. We haven't been really able to stake it out or anything.
I don't really think stealing a ship would be that easy. I mean, sure, we might be able to easily steal a ship, but getting that where we need to go would be a bit of a challenge, seeing as they're pirates. They know the seas better than we do.
This is very
Yes, but it's unlikely any of them can navigate through into Mistvale, and from there, none of them would be willing to brave the Chaos Islands.
So leave this town to its fate.
You don't all have to go. If you guys feel that you're needed here to help this town be free of its pirate overlords, she kind of looks over at the dragon. The dragon. Miss, ma'am, Maleficent, Millie. The dragon just keeps giving Holly looks. Yes. How many of us do you think you could carry? I'm just trying to figure it out. And the drag woman kind of looks around and starts adding up. I could probably take no more than 6 of you, but I wouldn't be able to carry my son as well.
Well, one of us can carry your son, right?
I meant the weight-wise.
Oh.
Anyone else gonna offer any suggestions?
I'm thinking. All I know is that, like I said, Caladriel is not the type to start a revolution. He's very reluctant here, but he knows it's for the best.
We have 7 of us.
And that is more than 6.
Yeah. And technically, we also have.
Okay. GM is gonna count up how many characters are actually in the room because technically in character you would not be separating NPCs and PCs from one another. So you have Volt, Kage, Megan, Holly, Grishdrop, The 7 of you plus the robot. So that would be 8 plus 5.
And an owl.
And the owl can fly. Can fly. The robot is
I was being
another.
silly.
Sorry, I'm trying to add up numbers. So that's 8 plus 5, which is 13. 14 if you count the wormling.
So if you're saying that we mix everybody,
and you wouldn't be able to take your mounts if you were flying on Dragonback.
if you're mixing up everybody together, that means a player character is not going to be able to go through to the next arc. That's basically what you're saying.
That's what the dragon is saying. Remember that out of character, it's like your story is yours. What other people are doing, you don't necessarily have to do. If you want to do, we'll find a solution to get you there. If not, we'll have the NPCs go off and do what they need to get done. That'll be up to you guys, and how you want to play it.
Kurt volunteers to go back to the underdog.
Oh, Kurt, don't do that to me.
Now, out of character again, stealing a ship would allow you to take all the player characters, all the NPCs, and all the mounts to wherever you're going next. Plus, you'll have an ally and a black dragon.
Mhm.
Or you can decide that you wish to stay here, deal with with the situation going on with the Violet Sharks, and allow the NPCs to leave your party control and go off and do whatever they need to do.
Why can't we just hire a ship that's big enough?
Because they're
they
not
won't
letting
let us.
ships. Yeah, they won't let us.
At the moment, they are not lending out any ships. In fact, most of the ships that they have, they're using to blockade the northern part of the Gulf to avoid the unwanted refugees from the Scarlet Imperium, which is in the middle of collapsing.
Hey, Lancelot. How many people can Rhinestone support in a sprint?
Why?
What I'm thinking is, well, I don't care for this kind of thing if we want to move on as quickly as possible, we can catch a ship that's leaving shore. Because I do have a certain spell that will allow Rhinestone to get off the land and onto the ship.
I don't think any ship would really be leaving shore.
They may. The issue is that they would most likely have some of their ilk on it.
You'd have to be.
Both Sir Lancelot and Aminette, roll me intelligence checks.
This'll go well.
Yeah, the idea that I have is literally as many people as can comfortably fit on Rhinestone, I'm guessing no more than
All
2,
right.
and then flying, or like casting fly on Rhinestone, and just onto a ship at the end of the port.
Aminette, you have actually seen the occasional boat or ship leaving the port and others coming in. It just looks like they are being heavily watched, that there is a harbor master that one bugbear that I think you guys either saw or met, that is currently overseeing all of it and just like basically checking to make sure that only authorized people are getting in and only authorized people are leaving. So it's tightly controlled, but there are ships leaving and entering.
Okay, there are no ships leaving at all written down in my notes.
That's because that's what you were told, that no random commercial ships. You're saying only the Violet Finns are allowing it. So it's basically no citizen ships are leaving and entering, but there are
trade blockade.
Yeah, there appear to be a couple of exceptions, but it's so tightly controlled that most people are just saying no ships at all are leaving. But you were on the docks, and you know, coming and going, you did see ship movement.
Well, then let's go talk to the harbor master then.
Oh, by the way, Grizz.
Mm-hmm.
Should I go ahead and take the gold out of my my bag and add this to my spell list?
Yes.
For the things I learned? Okay. Thank you.
guess we can go try to talk to the harbor master and do that. I got a pissed off cat. I got a BRB.
Don't hear that too often.
Cat meow. Meow.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Hmm.
How's the kitty?
Oh, she's fine. The door was closed, and she just didn't want it closed, and it's open, and now she's hiding in the room that I'm in. She doesn't want to leave because she just pissed the door was closed. It's a cat.
Okay, so it's just the your door is closed noise. Your door is closed noise. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't went in there, but how dare you close this door?
Exactly. Just gotta have full reign in the house.
That's just cat for you.
Here's the thing, right? My cat is kind of weird. I don't know how it knows, but in one day of me being in this room, it'll be outside the window, right? In a completely new room, it'll be outside the window, meowing to get in.
She didn't used to do this. It's only after Lennox died.
Aww.
Oh,
So she just wants to be able to go anywhere and find everybody. So
Just want to make sure her family hasn't disappeared on her.
yeah, or she's still looking for her brother. There's that too.
Poor kitty.
And on that happy note,
So what we're going to do is to take a ship.
we're going on a trip to steal a merchant ship.
Sailing through.
Amonette's going to look over at Kurt at the Underdark comment. While I am very tempted to go with you, I have to see this done through because of what my patron tells me. I want to go with you though, Kurt.
Can't we just go to the next town over and get a boat there?
You can certainly do that as well.
And she'll turn to Lancelot. I know you don't want to leave anybody behind, but the mission that I'm charged with is not saving the city, and I must go.
He just nods.
And I'll stay with, because apparently we're saving the world and the Underdark is part of the world.
I made a promise to you, Kurt. I promised to go back, and maybe I'll tell you why on the boat.
Cool. Stealing the boat or paying? Oh, and I need to.
We can't pay.
I need. Well,
Yeah, we
alright,
can't
and then
pay.
stealing. Thank you. Then I need you just to let the guild know that they're gonna be chefless.
Are we broke?
No, we just can't pay because they won't allow us to have a boat.
How about we go talk to the harbor master and see what the fuck's that all about, instead of just assuming? Or have you already talked to him, Jar?
I haven't talked to him, but he won't.
Out of character, Grizz, they could always just do what Zirconium did.
I'm vaguely remembering that, but I think I was in emotional turmoil because my character was either
Mhm.
dying or dead at that point, and so I
We were
don't
collecting
think I.
MacGuffins. We killed the one guy that would have gotten us into the tournament to win the MacGuffin. My character.
Oh, that one, yeah. I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the whole ship incident and the lich that killed Bob.
No. So my character literally walked up to the guy looking after the artifact, which was going to be the trophy for the competition. Said, "Hey, The world's ending. I have a curse that's gonna kill me in like 2 weeks. Here's a cool magical sword. I'll trade you for that because I need it to save the world. Thank you. And in shock, it worked.
The GM was like, you know what? Sure.
We completely skipped the boss fight he had planned for that, but he liked how I handled it.
Yeah, we skipped at least 2 boss fights by arguing our way through things.
Uh-huh. So, off to the harbor?
I guess.
Also,
I mean,
nice to meet you. I'm guessing you're a relative of Kage?
Which one are you talking to?
The one that looks like a Kage at 20? I think he's with red hair.
Yeah, Kage 20 with red hair and a beard. Yeah, he just
Yeah.
kind of nods. Yeah, Volt. I guess we haven't met. Like, yeah, and Megan's looking over. Yeah, who is this guy anyway? Megan. Yeah, sorry, I forgot that you were here for the introductions. Yeah, Volt has kind of medium length red hair and a bit of a bushy beard. He looks to be about 20. He wears armor, dark armor at that. Megan looks like she's about 13. She has very short, dark brown hair and piercing blue eyes. She is also wearing armor.
Also, just out of curiosity, with a Volt, the type of armor is he wearing? Is it front stabby armor or back stabby armor? Plate or leather?
It looks to be plate armor.
Okay.
In fact, both of them are wearing plate armor.
I'm Caladrel. I'm simply someone they picked up on their travels. I ended up being useful dealing with a vampire.
Well, that's well, pleased to meet you. I'm Volt. Volt. Volt Nightstorm. I keep forgetting I have a last name now. He chuckles. I didn't used to. I kind of got a reward. Then Megan laughs. Well, yeah, Dad just kind of figured that since you came back and survived along with me, that you helped to quote unquote rescue me from that prison that we were in. Yeah, hi, I'm Megan Zaladin.
You mean
Nice to meet you.
I did rescue you?
Yeah, but since you're not a citizen of Zaladin, Dad didn't see fit to, well, give you anything more than that nifty sword as a reward.
Ah, yes, the pancake slicer.
If I may
No,
ask,
no, I did not need any titles or such. I just need the words to be right. I rescued you.
given the circumstances, I'll follow up on your answer on a later date, but if I may ask, do you anyone particularly gifted in smithing?
If you look at me, I'll call you racist.
That was towards Megan. I was asking her.
Megan just kind of shakes her head. Nah, I'm good with well, wielding weapons and wielding spells. I'm not good with actually building things. Sadly, and Kage Volt just shakes his head too. Yeah, that sort of stuff really wasn't in my training. I've been mostly trained to deal with that sort of stuff too, not to actually build stuff. Maybe if we survive all this, I'll pick up an actual trade, but who knows?
You're fine. I just need to find a lead on this. Kind of motions to the shield hanging over my shoulder.
Oh, who left? They came back.
It was Jesse. He's crashing hard.
Yeah, that figures.
I'm just tired because I was awake at like fucking what was it? I woke up at 9 a.m. yesterday, had a 4-hour shift, and now it's the next day, 6:22 a.m., and I still haven't had any sleep.
Oh man, Jesse, don't kill yourself. Besides, you're in a game tomorrow. Get some sleep.
No, but I miss playing as Pink. I'm just wondering if I'm gonna miss out on any battling or anything.
Well, that's a good chance of that since you guys are discussing sealing a ship. So
You know Shane can tell you
True.
that anyway, Jesse.
Look, I'd say we go discuss it with them first. Try to be like as legal as possible,
Yeah.
and if that doesn't work, we can try and like steal a boat like in 2 days or something.
I love the scoff from Rick at the lawful. Like, that can't even be a possibility with the people behind the characters. Legal? What the fuck are you talking about? Legal.
and it was Quentin who said it. God damn.
Hey, let's be honest here. I'm just saying that because I want more time.
You want more time to become an artificer. Got it.
Yes.
Selfish bastard.
Kurt goes back to the guild and starts the gas stove and just leaves it on.
Oh
No.
no!
Licensed arson.
Yeah.
Oh wait! Oh, I see what you're doing. Yes.
Sounds like he's just gonna
Yes.
murder everybody
Never
there.
mind. No, I went the suicidal, like, head in the oven route. I was like, no, Kurt, don't do
Wow.
it. Like,
And I was just thinking
How
mass,
dare you.
mass murder via
Yeah.
gas.
Mass murder and arson before, that.
good to know. Oh, sorry.
Oh god.
Let's just go kind of look at everybody. So who's all going on the ship? Who's all going to the next the island?
I am.
I will take the ship rather than flying.
Like I said, Lancelot, let's make a note of this place. We'll build up some support elsewhere. We'll roll through and we'll get it taken care of.
I mean, we might as well go back here after.
My problem is I can't lead this.
Lancelot, I can't hear you. You're really quiet.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah. I think it's specific because Lancelot. He's a soft-spoken guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a soft-spoken bugbear. He's awesome.
Yeah.
My problem. I can't just leave this.
And you're not. But there's something bigger going on right now that we need to deal with. Doing that will give us time to deal with this properly.
Besides, what you're up against is not just some lord that is bad to his people. You're up against a bloody...
Not to mention if... Sorry, go ahead, Kurt. Continue. Finish your statement.
No, it's funny. It's just that their boss is not just some person, it's a monster.
I know.
My other concern is... Like you said, it's not simply one lord in power. They brought themselves into a lot of different seats of power. We could probably... It may not take years to do so, to fix this, but it'll still take a while. It's not going to be an easy process. It's not as simple as rolling in with a couple swords and cleaning up. It'll hurt more people than it'll help.
I am aware.
It's too bad this place is so far away. You could probably think about political clout, but it's not like Zaladin has any ties here. It's just much too far away.
That was Megan speaking, right?
Yeah.
Like I said.
If
Sorry, go
we-
ahead, Kurt, say.
Yeah, sorry. If we do manage to just walk in, smash the beholder to a pulp, then I'm sure that, the power would crumble, because who would be the leader after that? They would fight.
Power vacuum.
But in my time in the Underdark, I learned to stay away from them.
Yeah.
Not fun to get in front of.
My main concern is that no matter how we do this, it'll most likely get violent. So as much playing as we can is necessary, just to make sure that few people are hurt as possible. Otherwise, there'll be no city to rule by the time we're done.
I agree.
And plus, let's say it's a dictatorship and we depose the ruler. Someone else who's just as ruthless to be able to take that power is going to jump in. We have to build up the support so that people can exist and subsist while it gets built back up. It'll take time.
It takes time, yes.
And if we do this, we'll buy that time.
But there won't
That is
be
what I was
anybody
hoping.
here to build the support if we all leave.
Exactly. I did not intend to do anything without you, but I intended to start what is needed to get everything prepared.
Is this important to you, Lancelot?
My one thing that I have always, since I started this journey, wanted to do was protect the small. Those that cannot protect themselves. This is my...
And this was the day he became a paladin.
That's actually what I was had been thinking myself.
You know?
The dragon wormling comes over in front of Sir Lancelot and just gazes up at him.
Well, if it's important to you, I will support you.
After all, I will see you guys when you return. Hopefully when you return, we can deal with this. Or at least have a better idea.
If that is what you wish to do, Lancelot, I will support you. But just don't go wandering off in places that you don't know where you're going. That's how you ended up in the Bloody Underdark.
Lancelot, let me take you aside for a second here. I just want you to realize something. You're really putting me in this spot to do all the heavy lifting, you know.
He smiles.
I mean, what you expect? Which one of these is going to run up in front with me?
I will, Kurt.
I'll be nearby. I have a little
usually
something that'll help you. You'll be fine.
All right, if you say so.
I always said that I protect the small. And I thought that was all of you, but you are not small. None of you are. Not where it counts.
You're really going to leave then, Sir Lancelot? Stay here.
I will prepare everything for when you return, so we may help this town.
Just don't forget, we're a thought away.
Exactly.
Holly smiles a little bit and goes over to Sir Lancelot and reaches a hand up to touch his cheek.
He'll lean down because he's tall.
You are quite brave. Quite dedicated. And you know your heart. Yeah, get some sleep, Jesse. Don't kill yourself for D&D. It's fun and all, but no reason to kill yourself.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Take care of yourself.
Health is important, man.
Health is very important.
Oh,
Just be here tomorrow when you've got other bizarre things to deal with.
Yes, please be here tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
We're all gonna die. We need all the help we can get.
Please set an alarm. Be here tomorrow.
I'm also
I will
going to hand
100%.
2 potion bottles to Lancelot. Use those if you need them.
Ooh, Also, Lancelot, if you're gonna be staying here, do you keep care of my pets?
Oh my god.
Wow.
I mean, it's gonna be too dangerous for them to
Wow.
go with us.
The
He will
little
smile.
wormling is gazing longingly at Char's pets at the moment.
Oh.
And you aren't going to be biting any of them.
He'll smile.
The
And he'll
wormling
nod.
bares his teeth.
Kurt bares his teeth at the worm.
I will take care of your pets along with Rhinestone.
Thank you. And I'll hand him some pet food I have.
I'll let you return now. I'm gonna need your assistance when this is done.
You might.
We'll be here.
Hmm.
And if things go well, we'll be even bigger than before, shall we?
Well, here, have this, Lancelot. Use it when you need it. And I'm gonna hand him a big water
Hey.
mushroom.
Oh.
Heck, maybe Kurt will have another growth spurt that doesn't almost kill him.
And this one. And he's got a mushroom that shrinks him back to normal size when he needs it.
You had some of those left?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm keeping track. I have 3. Now I have 2 of the small ones and 5 of the big ones.
Dear gods, I can become a giant in the town
Yeah.
again.
So you have a
Fight
big
Lord
wolf.
Godzilla.
You have a big wolf mushroom and a pygmy wolf mushroom.
Okay, I'm just going to
return
tell
versus
everybody what he has
Godzilla.
because this is terrifying. We got Lancelot with a Sunblade, a Ring of Wish, a Bigme Mushroom, and a Potion of Hill Giant Strength and a Potion of Greater Healing. He's going to go on a freaking tear if we're not careful.
Mm-hmm.
He can
You
pick
promise
up
not
the
to do
boulder,
anything until you guys
dunk
return.
it.
Amanette's gonna go up to Lancelot and she's going to pull out some of the T-Rex feathers. And she's just going to give him a couple of feathers and a couple of teeth. Here's your share from the other day. Something just might be, I don't know, something to remember us, but we will be back and just be safe. If you want, or she kind of scratches the back of her head. Actually, if it's okay, do you mind if I scry on you at night? Make sure you're okay.
He nods.
I promise it's not a voice in your head. It'll be
Every
me scrying.
rest you take, I'll be watching you.
I will keep you guys. I'll keep you informed via that. Anything I learn.
Just want to make sure you don't fall into another mushroom again. And she'll give him a hug.
He'll of course reciprocate the hug and look at everybody else.
Megan gets up and goes over to shake to shake your hand. Well, you've been serving our court for a while. I'm pleased to know you. Hopefully, we'll be able to get back here safe and sound and find you still the same. Maybe deal with this problem if it's possible.
You will return. I have faith.
She grins. Well, considering I'm my father's only heir, yeah, I better return. But this mission is far more important than any one of us, and even more important than a single kingdom.
It will be when you return here, unless unless I had to tell you otherwise.
All right.
But I'll maintain this room. I may have to.
Don't worry, Lancelot. I'll do everything in my power to make sure they make it through.
Appreciate that. I will make as many allies as I can in this town for us when we return.
Grishath now goes over and looks up at Sir Lancelot. You really think that you can find people in the shadows? She looks more impressed than worried.
The common folk are where I need to be with. The common
Maybe
folk are the ones I need.
maybe you should talk to the people that nobody notices. The ones that are often abused and left behind. They
You
think
are
that they
smart.
can't do anything else but be what they've been forced into.
I agree.
She smiles. Yeah, we downtrodden goblinoids need to stick together, right?
All the downtrodden need to.
Yeah. And she smiles and, pats your knee since you're much, much bigger than her.
I'll make friends with those that are downtrodden, those that are your average person. By being me. He smiles. And helping. Until we meet after this mission.
Stay safe, Lancelot.
He nods. I promise I will not do anything rash.
Watch for tails.
He
Not
nods.
literal tails.
I know.
Okay.
I will not say anything aggressive toward anybody. I will just be a person helping. Whether it be aiding the blacksmith with heavy lifting or aiding with carpentry. Whatever I can do, I will help with.
How soon are we looking to leave?
I think as soon as possible, Caladril.
Can I get an hour?
Fair. I don't see why not.
Hey, Shuttle, I'm sorry, whatever you're saying, I genuinely can't hear you.
I don't see why not. Sure.
Okay. Lancelot, sit down. It's going to be a minute.
He says.
And over the next hour, I am going to cast Glyph of Warding. There's going to be a mark looking like a sun with little rays shining off of it. And it'll fade once it's done. And out of character, if Lancelot ever falls below 50% health, you will have a 5th level Cure Wounds slapped onto him.
Only if he doesn't move more than 10 feet away from where he casts the spell.
Really?
Yeah. It's a stationary glyph that you need to put on a
I
stationary
thought you could put it
object.
on a person.
Nope. I found out the hard way.
You can't put it on you can't put it on an object that's on somebody. Oh, that's right, because you probably need an extra layer of enchantment, don't you?
Yeah, that's why I'm actually learning this, because else I would have probably just found a way to get Glyph of Warding.
Yeah, there are ways
No.
of doing that, but I guess if I recall right, yeah, it is like a higher level thing.
Yeah, Glyph of Warding, you can cast spell, you can make a place where if he stands there, he'll get healed, but you can't make a cloak that is oh, if you're below 50 hit points, you get healed, which is unfortunate.
Oh. Makes me sad.
Yeah.
Aww.
And I guess I won't do it.
Yeah.
That was sweet though. I like the idea.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm
recently
glad we never had to use it then, because I did that with Topaz, remember?
I
With a 4th level cure wounds.
yeah, no. I had a boss battle yesterday against like a Shadow Drake, and we had an arena, so I put a bunch of Glyph of Wardings down. So in that way, it's very good. Also,
Set
if
in
you have
Fangor.
spells like Beacon of Hope, if you cast it,
Ooh.
if you cast it on yourself through the Glyph of Warding, you do not have to make Constitution checks, concentration
Oh.
checks.
Yeah,
So
because it just
and-
happens for the
No,
entire duration.
yeah, it just stays for the entire duration. Granted, it is quite hard to get that done, but if you have a location where you're gonna have a fight, you're gonna have a big ass bonus.
By the way, Tobias, that status symbol, it's hard to tell if you're eating the dwarves, the dragons, or both, or either.
Yes.
I'm sorry. What about?
Because it sounds like you're eating dwarves and dragons in a dungeon.
Your status, hun, for
Oh, that. Yes.
yes, all of you.
Dungeons and Dragons and Dwarves and dinner and
Hmm?
Eat the dwarves and dragons in a dungeon.
Yes.
The ultimate gourmand.
there's nothing after that last and ... right? Hello?
There's
Tobias?
No, there's just ...
Okay, I just want to make sure because I've had a hard time with people's statuses getting cut off real bad.
No. I just couldn't think of any more
You're good.
D
That's
words
fair.
to put there that weren't offensive.
Dice.
Divination?
dinosaurs.
All right, why don't you write a better one then?
Delving. Delivery.
The cats.
Dorks,
Dim sum.
dimwits,
Dipshit.
Duncan.
delusional dickwads.
Anyway, let's get back on track, shall we?
As weird as it sounds, I can't wait to get hit by something.
Okay.
I have a spell that if I get hit, I can hit them with 6d10 plus 4.
Masochist.
Yeah. Like whatever makes you smile, buddy.
Yes.
Yes.
Malediction also Kurt, but also, I'm gonna, in all seriousness, yes.
Yes. Yes. All right. So to the docks then.
Here's another D word. Docs.
Mhm.
Dog.
Dictators,
Duchess.
To the docks, I guess.
Druid,
Rick is dying over there. Poor Rick.
I know one good word. Dead.
What the get?
Dead. Dead. Death. Destruction. Doom.
Deceased.
Jeff got it?
Doom.
Doom.
Love that series. Except for game 3. Game 3 is bad.
Is that the survival horror one?
The one that doesn't even. It has all the Doom monsters, but for some reason it does not feel like Doom. I cannot explain it. It
Flashlight
just.
one?
It's whatever the third game was. Where, yeah. The first one that's in actual 3D versus the fake 3D, which is really 2D.
I believe that one was where they went survival horror with it for whatever reason.
Yeah, and it just did not feel like Doom anymore. It just felt like something else entirely. But they fixed that, and it's in Doom 2016 and for Doom Eternal. Those were good games.
Anyway, we're going to the docks.
Yes.
Defeat the ducks, or defeat on the ducks. I'm so sorry,
Dolphin.
Tobias. This is your fault.
Right? Different dragons.
Great. Blamed again.
Thingies.
Hey, that's another D word. Dwarf!
It's already in there.
He already has that.
I'm sorry, Rick! God damn!
I thought you said dwarf, though, not dwarf.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I put a singular in there too?
Oh my god, get the
No,
sand out of your
dwarf. D-O-R-F. D-O-R-F. Not
Anyway,
dwarf.
we're going to the
dwarf.
dock. Let's get this back on track.
Oh my god.
We've been off track for a very long time now.
To the dock.
Somebody broke the GM. I'm sorry.
Rick is feeling dreadful. Hey, dreadful. D.
I'm sorry. Anyway, continuing on.
It's hard for him to keep up. He's feeling drained. Hey, D.
I can just imagine Rick just giving you death eyes through his computer right now.
Are you okay, Rick?
Let's get this back on track, shall we? For the 10th billionth time.
I feel that he's going to wear it soon. It might be damaged.
Okay, so is
Hey,
everyone
D.
everyone going down to the docks, or just some of you?
All of us.
I'm going back to class.
It's evening. Class is over.
Damn it. I guess I'm
guys,
going to the
ruined.
docks then.
Yeah. Amanet's going to dock. She will say goodbye to Lancelot, and then she'll go to the dock.
Alright, so everyone's heading to the docks except for Lancelot, which means the NPCs are all following you. Including Pink and 83. Okay. You head down to the docks, roll perception checks.
Perception. Was it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
11. Of course I roll 11.
Alright, Kurt and Char, you see the burly bugbear in official-looking garb watching you as you filter onto the dock area. He seems to be talking to a dwarf in what looks to be a captain's hat, but his eyes are definitely on you guys.
There's a captain-looking fellow over there.
Hmm. Oh. Probably him. Oh, I guess I'm okay.
Should we go talk to him, or
That's why
should
we're
we
here,
break
Kurt.
his knees?
That's why we're here, Kurt.
To break knees?
No. Well, maybe later.
All right.
Hi.
The
No, sorry, that's not how you do
the
it.
dwarf
That's
with
with
a
go, ahoy there.
Ahoy there, matey!
the dwarf stops talking to the bugbear and turns around to look at you. They have a very meticulously braided and coiffed beard that hangs down to the middle of their chests. Basically, the complete opposite of Kurt's wild everything is in there sort of beard. And then, oi! And the bugbear just kind of folds his arms and it is staring openly at you guys.
Hey, looking to get a ship.
Do you people ever leave the harbor?
Hey, that's what I was just talking to this one about. The dwarf jams a finger up at the bugbear, and the bugbear snorts. No unauthorized ship travel today.
When's
None
the
for
next
the
authorized ship
future.
travel?
You'd have to get a writ from the city hall to let you leave this harbor. And he just kind of seems to be staring right at you. I mean it.
See something you like?
And he grins. You can see really big teeth. Basically, you're used to Sir Lancelot grinning at you, and so you're used to hit him in his mouth. This one, even though he's, it's a bugbear, and both bugbears. This one, the grin is definitely one of more malice.
Right.
Is there any way I could convince you to just skip ahead?
Yeah. Why do we need the paperwork, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Just take care of this right now.
What do you wish to do to offer? What do you do to attempt to offer this guy?
are you fond of money?
Who isn't?
Well, how much would you think it would take to, I don't know, miss a ship leaving harbor?
Roll a persuasion check.
With advantage because Amanet is helping?
No.
Mm,
Nah,
It's a 10.
it's not horrible.
it's average.
He grins wide. Maybe there's something other than money I want. Or in addition to money. His eyes are still on Amunet.
Oh.
And you guys are, there's an echo of footsteps that seem to be coming up from behind you guys.
I turn around and look.
Yeah, I'll turn around to see.
And there seems to be an old man walking there.
Just a normal old man.
Well, as an old man, you're a bugbear. You want payment. So how about this? I'll pay you 50 gold. And you look the other way. And then I'm going to go in and go, well, I'll break your knees.
Are you trying to intimidate him?
Yes.
Well, intimidation.
Is this guy still looking at Amanet like she's a slice of beef?
Not exactly. He's looking at Amunet, but not in quite that way.
Oh, okay, got it.
There's some other reason, and he doesn't even seem to notice Kurt's threat. He basically just kind of, reaches a hand down and tries to lift up the dwarf.
It's not very nice.
All right. So if he wants to lift me up, that's fine.
Okay.
Carry me up.
So
I can swing my hammer at him anyway because then I'm closer to his head.
So his awful breath comes streaming out of his mouth right into your face, Kurt, and you feel whatever milk might still be caught in your beard completely curdle the cheese at this point.
Oh, you really? Do you want to do that? I belch.
Con saving throw?
And he will not smell the
okay, everybody, both of you do a con saving throw, and the bugbear's going to do a con saving throw.
All
Which
right.
one? It's a reverse, like it's some fucked up drinking contest. Who passes out? Ooh.
The
I'm a
bugbear.
mighty belcher.
Yeah, the big bear is just grimacing and lowers you back down and just growls and he goes, 50 gold is an insult.
And real quick, this guy, he doesn't seem to have be nursing any kind of injuries or be sick or anything. He's very much in good health.
He appears to be, yeah. But roll a medicine check.
I think I'm proficient in that. Damn it, I'm not.
You know what? Considering you caught a whiff of that stench, that's horrifying. It's most likely he's, disease ridden, and you probably don't want to get anywhere near that bugbear.
Right.
The
And
dwarf
Kurt is
is just kind
worse.
of looking at all of you, arms folded.
So
Look, if you thought it would only take 50 gold to get out of here, I would have been out of here already.
True. How about this? How about I give you some rare meat? Something you haven't seen in a while.
The bugbear turns to you, Amunet, no longer paying any attention to Kurt. How about you give me whatever that recipe is that you make for that whatever you were making in the old storeroom.
Oh, you mean the jerky? Got it. Yeah, sure.
No, the bugbear makes a very toothy grim / growl / scowl at you. That powder, the very refined explosive kind. You give
what
me
would
that
recipe grant me? Or
You
grant
give me
us?
that recipe, and I make sure it works properly. And then I'll let you take your boat out.
Boat goes out. No problems whatsoever. No one tails us. We get a boat to ourselves. I know the value of this powder. I know how much it is under surveillance. We get a boat. We get to leave. And no one's going to do a damn thing about it. Isn't that right?
So you're asking directly the bugbear and not waiting for everyone else to chime in.
Yep. I don't give a fuck.
The bugbear nods.
Deal. And if we find that you've broken your word,
I'll let you out of the port safely enough, but once you're out in the water, I got no control over any of it.
Yeah, but also, you're not going to tell anybody we're leaving now, are you?
Yeah, why would I tell?
I don't know about your intelligence level. Apparently, it was higher than what I thought.
The bugbear just kind of narrows his eyes at you. Yeah, for that, you still owe me gold on top of that.
For the insult?
Yeah.
Right. All right. Kurt, give me 50 gold. Either that or unless you guys want a better way out. By all means.
Kurt looks around.
I don't know.
Kurt just looks around the dock.
Who's
How many
this?
other people around here?
It's evening. Roll a perception check.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I want to check out that too.
Something interests you, old man.
Well, you see the old man that's standing behind you guys that just seems to have just appeared out of
hunched
nowhere
over on a
almost.
cane, basically.
Yeah. Sitting there hunched on a cane. You see the dwarf with the braided beard who was there talking with the bugbear earlier, apparently upset about something. Other than that, you don't see anybody else. You do. Well, actually, no. Sorry. 28 perception chart. You do some ways away, though not like an immediate. Not within anywhere near melee range, but you do see several fin guards, just kind of like at the ends of the dock. Not the ends of the dock. You know how there's like a dock wall up going up to the rest of the city, sort of thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? You see a couple of Finn guards up there, like just kind of watching over the side, like just kind of paying slight attention to the exchange, but probably too far away to hear anything that's being said. But it's the sort of thing where if they saw trouble, like if they saw you guys attacking the bugbear or something like that, they could probably jump in with missile weapons.
He's just looking at Amunet.
Who the fuck is this old man?
I don't
Most
know.
people call me Gramps.
Gramps.
Hmm.
Your name is Gramps. It's not a nickname.
Well, that's what people call me.
Well, what's your real name, Gramps?
Gramps will do.
Gramps will do. Nice to meet you.
You leaving?
Trying to. What's it to you?
This place is quite bothersome.
It is quite bothersome. It's rather pain in my ass right now. Did you got a way off it out of here?
I think I do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Looks around at the group.
Does the bugbear hear this?
Yeah.
The bugbear is standing there still waiting for the money that Kurt had offered earlier and the recipe that he's attempting to get out of Amunet.
He's looking at you like he's referring to you. Like he found you guys.
Nice.
I'm just gonna take. Kurt is just gonna take Amunet off to the side.
What, Kurt?
I don't like
What?
this guy. I don't want to hand him any gold.
I don't like him either. He's an asshole.
Can I kill him? I mean, I know, like, sure, that guy on the road who tried to rob us, he was probably an asshole, but he changed his way. This guy, I don't think he's probably rotten good to the core.
All these people are fucking rotten to the core.
Let's not be judgmental. But this guy.
Fuck this guy in particular.
Yeah.
I don't like him. I don't want to give him my recipe, but no one else is coming up with fucking
Why don't
ideas
you just
to
give
get
him a
out of here.
fake one? He doesn't look smart enough to know the difference.
Well, he said he's got to make sure it works. Oh. That's a good point. I can give him a little bit of the powder that I know that works, and then give him the recipe. He can test the powder that I know that works, but then it won't actually work whenever he does. I'll leave out an important step. Something that doesn't seem very...
Yes, that's a good idea. I like it. And then I break his knees.
Always with the breaking of the knees.
Oh, I mean, the easiest to reach.
Both Kurt and Will are knee breakers. Gotta love it.
Always go
Will
for the
is-
knees.
Or the nuts. Knees are nuts.
Well, they don't always have nuts.
Fair.
Can I overhear this conversation?
With that perception check, yes.
Okay.
Let me see. Like, Kurt looks out over the dock, sees a couple of ships, probably.
Mm.
Why can't we just take a small one?
I was alright with stealing a bloody fucking ship to begin with. I had the idea, but
Yeah, exactly.
I
mean, it's
thought
quick
that
as-
maybe if we go out to where it's blocking the fucking cove and we take one of those ships easy. They're probably not manned super well. But
Oh, you
no.
mean one of those that are already out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound bad. Man,
I don't know. What do you want to do, Kurt?
I want to break this guy's knees, but I can be convinced to just leave him. I don't want to give him anything.
Just leave him.
Well, I will.
I hear a voice in my head telling me to just leave him.
I'm getting
Just
mixed
leave him.
messages.
You have
over
been
here.
convinced.
I'm getting mixed messages. You gave me shit when that guy like threatened us
Listen.
on the side of the road, and
Yeah.
now you're okay with breaking these guys' fucking kneecaps in.
Listen. What happened on
What
the road?
side of the fence are you on?
I'm on the fence.
He is the fence.
I am the fence.
Listen.
What?
I
I'm listening.
felt bad for the guy who got 2 bolts in his eyes in less than 3 seconds.
Well, that was his mistake, and he learned from it, didn't he?
Yes, and he lived to learn from it.
Yes, he did.
This
Good for you.
guy, I just don't like him. He seems too full of himself.
Well, let's be. Wait, no. Kurt. Listen. If you just straight up like fucking go for him in the middle of the docks, straight for the kneecaps. Pirates looks around. Are there a bunch of boats around, by the way?
Let me see.
Pirates like to hang out by the docks, and more specifically,
At the moment, there are 4 scattered about. The closest one is on the particular leg of the dock that your guys are currently standing in front of.
on their boats. There are 4 here in the dock. If you just start attacking him, more than likely we're going to have a bigger situation on our hands.
All right, yeah, well, let's go and take one of the ships then. Like the ones you told us by the actual barrier.
I could try to. Okay, here's our option. I could try to pull one over. You're gonna have to give him the 50 gold because I insulted the bastard. I could try to pull one over with the gunpowder. Or we just say fuck it and start shooting and take this one that's right next to us and hope for the best. But I don't think that's a good option because of that. Points out to the side of the cove. How many ships are out there guarding the entrance? Grizz?
Let's see. The code. Roll a perception check. From where you're at the docks, you cannot see the cove from here. It's too far north. The docks are basically on the southern side of the of Orin.
Okay. I don't know how many are out there, but we're gonna have to deal with that. So we either try to play nice with this fucker.
Intelligence check. Even as you're saying that, you suddenly remember, oh yeah, we're going south. We're not getting north where the ships are currently blockading.
Well, usually if there's a cove, there's one way in and one way out.
I may have misspoken the term cove. I'm pretty sure it's
What is it called? Then?
Okay.
I thought
Not
it was a harbor.
Harbor.
I first thought it was just a harbor. Basically the
Okay.
north. It's basically north of the city is where the blockade is. That's where all the
Yeah.
ships, the rest of the ships are.
Isn't a cove
Oh.
usually a cave?
Not necessarily.
It's basically where the cove is, which is on this map, which is about here. You see that little circle? You see this? You see this map?
Yeah.
You see where I'm pointing?
Yes.
Well, it's
that up
black,
there.
you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's
Sorry, there's a lot.
unrevealed.
Yeah. You see where there's a bit of pink?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, right there at the edge of the mountains.
So we're here,
Yeah, you're in that. You're in Orin down there.
and we're going here.
Yes. And the blockade is pretty much where the star is.
So
It's basically
we're
preventing-
not going towards the blockade. We're
Correct.
going.
You're going way far away from it. Opposite direction. The blockade is basically meant to keep ships that are that are coming from the Scarlet Imperium from coming down here.
Right. I mean, I don't think the blockade is gonna hinder us.
No, good point.
I mean, we can take him on if you want to.
Let me try the trick with the gunpowder. Let me see if it works. If it doesn't work, then we're probably gonna have a fight on our hands.
Hold on, just let me ask you a question first.
What?
To him.
Okay.
Kurt heads back.
All right.
Which ship would we be taking?
That's up to you. The dwarf at the captain's hat's kind of looking at you guys now. Anyway, if you are actually bribing him to let you leave, you think you could take my ship? You need to get
Which one's yours?
The dwarf gestures towards the nearby ship that's on the hull, and you see the words the violent siren on the side of it.
All right, fellow dwarf, come over here. Let's go and lean over and whisper.
Okay, the dwarf joins the huddle.
Yes, we're not going through the fucking blockade.
Neither am I.
So why the fuck are we bribing this fucker? Let's just beat him up and leave.
Have you noticed the archers that are over there? And the dwarf gestures up towards the side of the wall.
Fuck him.
I don't fancy being hit with arrows.
You run like Helden.
Charles, having fun listening to the conversations.
How high up are they?
It's a wall, almost say 50 feet.
Yeah, no, don't worry about him. I said, let's just get on your ship and leave. We're not going through the barricade.
Yeah, they're just not letting anyone leave the harbor.
What, do they have ships here ready to stop us?
They have guards that are able to assault, yes. And they can easily round up people to get on their own ships and come after us.
Listen, do you want to leave or not?
Well, yes.
You with us or not?
Sure.
Do you like this fella?
No, not at all.
Want to break his knees?
If I kept doing that, I don't think he would let my ship in port at all again. They'd probably have a random bounty or something like that for us. We have to leave the Azure Gulf completely.
Would you be sad about that?
What persuasion check?
We're supposed to come back for Lancelot, Kurt.
Fuck this place.
No! Lancelot is trying to...
I would like to point out.
I'm so glad I have to...
Fuck this place.
We need a ship. Why don't we buy passage for their ship?
Yeah, we actually unfortunately need to come back to this port to do business. The blockade and embargo are a new thing, but
all right.
we would be heading on to Mondranis otherwise. But
wait here a second. We're going to go and do another group huddle. I'm in it. Let's move over here.
What?
Oh my god. Charles just gonna make sure.
Yeah.
Charles just gonna make sure he can hear the conversation.
Yes, Kurt.
That fellow over there is a silly Willy.
A silly Willy.
He doesn't want to leave in a bad manner.
We probably, now that I think about it, shouldn't leave in a bad manner either. We have Lancelot who's here.
He's not part of the hijacking.
No. But we have to come back, though. We have to get him.
You don't understand. I really don't want to pay this man anything. If that takes an entire city's bounty on us and the death of many guards, then so be it.
Oh my god.
I don't
Listen.
understand you, Kurt.
Listen.
Can I sneak up on this?
Almanet has horrible perception, so probably at least for her.
Considering we're just walking around like and Kurt is going from group to group huddle.
Can I see him, the old man, trying to listen in to their conversation?
He's walking right up to them. So if you're looking, he's gonna be.
If I'm looking at it, I should be able to
You're just standing
Yeah, okay.
over our shoulders.
Yeah,
Like,
he just didn't want you to notice.
I'm just I'm just listening, keeping my eyes out and ears. I don't really want to disturb whatever that is. I'll let the old man listen in.
To know
Well,
how much
alerting them.
it is to legally get out.
I thought you already had a prize.
Fuck legally. Wait, what are you?
Yeah. What did you say, Kurt?
Nothing.
We do have a prize. 50 gold and a recipe, but
no.
But no, apparently, is what I'm getting, old man. Gramps,
Oh my
sorry.
God.
Same thing. You really think there's another way?
Yeah, we just need to go to the city and get a charter for this guy's boat, I would imagine. Points over at the dwarf.
We could do that. How long would that take, and is it guaranteed?
I don't know. Kurt, give me the 50 gold.
Oh my God.
I'm thinking.
You know what? Fine. Fuck this.
Oh.
I'll give you 10 gold. That's all I got.
Thanks, Gramps. Keep your gold.
Alright.
She's gonna go up and give the fucker 5 platinum.
Okay.
And she is going to write out a recipe for, air quotes, gunpowder.
The bugbear gives her a rather toothy grin.
She will also provide a sample, small pouch of the good gunpowder.
Is this the stuff that you quote unquote tucked away, or something that you kept on your person?
So it would have been because she did 2 days worth of gunpowder.
Okay. Yep.
So she would have had a little bit on her, yes.
Okay. Because the rest of the gunpowder he has confiscated already from where you were making it.
Oh, really? Would she know this?
Oh.
He has implied as much. You have rolled a good intelligence check earlier on. You could probably figure that, considering he knows what you were up to in there, he most likely took your stash already.
By the way, as she holds the recipe in between 2 fingers, not handing it over yet, how about you give me the rest of my stash and supplies first before I hand this over?
That was already confiscated goods. This is a deal unrelated to all that.
Kind of slide up next to her, next to Aminat and go. Break.
God, I'm so tempted to shoot this guy in the head right now.
So,
Can
What if
I quickly walk to a secluded spot where he can't see me?
Too
if I'm
late.
there?
It's mostly all open area out here. Much
Too
of it is
late.
secluded.
You would not know it if I didn't say that out of character.
Oh, I'm not. I'm planning something.
I'm just saying is out here on the docks at the moment with all the with the gathered around. There's no quote unquote secluded spots. There's just wide open area, but there's probably some angle you can get where he couldn't see, but other people, like people on that ship, that the violent siren, could probably still see you.
Amanette's going to hand over the recipe. She's not going to do anything. To be like, let us go. Keep my shit.
He tucks away the money and the recipe and nods a bit. Now, did you, out of character, did you give him a real recipe or a fake one?
Gave him a fake recipe that does not tell you to remove the crystals from the manure.
All
So
right.
he is literally going to
Roll-
have shit gunpowder.
Roll deception check.
Sure, this will be fine.
Is this guy really smart enough to understand the difference?
He looks over the recipe before tucking it away and nods. Lets you basically backs away from you guys and just lets you down that dock lane. Meanwhile, the dwarf that you met looks over at you. Says, "Well then, are you coming to my ship, or do you have one of your own?"
What
Yours-
is your ship?
I mean, now, listen. Group huddle.
No, it's decided. Is
There we go. Well, Graham's just walking toward that guy's ship.
yeah.
God,
Charles
Very
Charles is
slowly.
going straight to the ship through the dwarf ship.
when
Yeah,
he's
but
out of earshot, Kurt just goes, but he's such a wimp.
by the time you and the rest of them, Kali and Kage and Megan and Grishop all got on board, you do notice that the old man with the cane seems to have come on board as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on him. I don't trust him.
Right, so why are you leaving town? Who did you murder?
Yeah, great.
Talking to him.
And Clay, did you join them on the ship, or are you still out on the docks? Clay?
Oh, damn it. Are we leaving like right now? Right now?
Takes time to
Yes.
get a ship out of dock.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're still gonna be leaving.
Yeah, I
Can
don't
I
think they
get
want to.
like a? How far away am I from the guild?
The fuck?
You probably will not be able to make it back to make it there and back in time before the ship leaves. The
Even with rogue
crew-
bullshit speed.
the crew of the Violet Siren, or Violent Siren, are in the middle of unmooring from the thing, and basically you're hearing sounds of finally, because they have been stuck here for a while apparently and have been eager to leave. So they're not going to wait for you. They are getting ready to push off.
Even at 90 feet every 6 seconds.
Yep, it's way too far away. You're in the southwest of town. The guild is in the northeast of town. And this
More
is a
the
city,
opposite
not a
side.
town. So yeah. With various areas and guards, and this is evening, so there's people going out to restaurants and clubs and stuff like that. So yeah, you're not gonna be able to make it there and back. The ship is already will be gone by the time that you do that.
Would I have gained enough knowledge to study on my own?
I imagine that you
With
have
the notes?
I imagine you have notes, and you probably have a book with a textbook basically.
Sure, okay. Let's go then.
All right, and with that, we're going to take a quick break.
All right.
Yay.
Also, to answer their question, he's just going to say, I'm just trying to find my faith.
I'm just gonna always keep an eye on the old man.
I'm gonna kill that shipmaster. Shitmaster.
Amunet is just done.
He's
She's
just got a.
pissed.
I will say, he's got a cane, and he looks like he's got a bow, but doesn't look. The way the bow is kept doesn't look like he really uses it. It's just kind of there as a, hey, I have a weapon.
All right, it's time for everyone to guess the character's class. Who wants to go first?
I do.
Shuttle, watch.
I
It's
can't.
your guess.
I know what his class is.
Oathbreaker Paladin.
That's Outbreaker Paladin. I love that. Which one?
Angry old man.
It's fine.
Yeah.
He snuck a little something in his butterscotch.
So to be fair, Tobias, there's no way that we could have gotten out of there with like alive. There are so many ways to die in that harbor.
And so many more ways to live.
But piracy.
We're trying to get rid of piracy, Fod.
Not, but the good piracy.
Wait,
Okay, I don't know where your morals lie
No.
as Kurt now.
Listen.
Fucking hell.
I'll be right back. I need more water.
Okay,
Listen, Curtis.
I'm listening.
If we're just gonna go after alignment here,
Mhm.
which I usually don't follow anyway,
Yeah.
it's neutral good
Okay.
and going against the law. Fuck it. Being chaotic. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Good. These people are not good. Who cares if they go?
No, it's more of a like you're gonna get the party killed sort of thing, right? I don't know. Well, I'm just thinking like because there were archers lining up everywhere, and
Well, from what was pointed out to us was 2.
2 archers.
Yeah.
I misheard that then.
Or maybe
Alright.
I misthought it because she might have said a couple, but when I hear a couple,
Oh.
I hear 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
so-
no, that's fair. I assume 2 with a couple as well. Few is 3.
So I just thought to myself, so there's 2, and they're 60 feet up, and I have a thing that can shoot them and pull them out of that area, falling 60 feet.
Yeah. I guess she was just more concerned like it might have made things harder for Lancelot. Was her main thing.
Do you see how much trouble doing the lawful way is?
Listen, fucker.
I don't see you going breaking knees in other
Yeah.
campaigns.
No, he's doing shady shit behind the scenes in other campaigns that might or get a couple characters killed.
Okay,
Might will.
let me put
He
this
is
straight.
not alluded. He just threatened me and Fluffy 2 weeks ago, saying that, oh, by the way, Vader and Shiori might die. Bye.
If things go the way they should, someone will die.
Yeah. What?
God, I like
One of your
it's-
brothers? A family member, maybe?
Listen,
Hmm?
this is the point where I just go fucking bullshit.
Back
You all-
distract
you
people
all
from your
have-
undead army taking over
You
Neverwinter?
all have so many characters. It is weird that you it's just
We're implying the death
All
of the
of you-
Windstars.
all of you are just everywhere, having all the downtime in the world. And meantime, my little Will has to go on every little adventure and do everything.
That's because you didn't want another character,
I know,
Tobias.
but why do everyone have like 3 or 4 characters?
Yeah. Like, it's not. So, like, this shady shit with Viren, like, if you kill my character, Rick, I am going to be very, very pissed. And if you
I
kill
like-
Shiori,
I
I'm going to
won't
be
kill.
pissed.
I won't kill anyone.
If your
oh.
fucking
Your
manipulation,
actions.
your actions cause it. If you steal a happy ending away from them, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Hey, Chris. Could Will have a year of downtime so you can have 365 awakened trees?
I would fully support that. Yeah, Grizz.
You know what?
Could he have a vacation?
There are ways to get that done.
You know what? I'm going AFK. Fuck.
One of those ways, of course, is also to bring in Heinz for a bit and let Will do what Will will do.
Fuck Heinz, he's just gonna fuck everything up.
I like the picture of just an entire forest moving.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, look, lumber company just moved in.
No.
Aha! Trees are gone.
Oh no, the undead army is lurching through the forest. Wait, the forest? That wasn't there yesterday.
You just get skeletons flying.
Laughs in bludgeoning damage.
Laughs in bludgeoning.
So, Will versus Viren?
So there's the skeletons.
We're just gonna have Will's trees versus Viren's playthings.
Yeah, I've always said Will needs to have a chat with Viren, but Viren is never fucking around, and whenever
He doesn't
is
want
around,
to be around.
Yeah.
No, because
why
then
is he part of the guild?
He's busy.
Making an undead army.
Actually, no, not right now.
We should
Not
have
right now.
We
Sorry.
should make it a fucking requirement that you come back and report every week where you have been and what you're doing.
No, he's planning the death of his brother. It's fine.
Which brother are you planning on killing, Viren?
Oh, please
Badler.
not a good
All
one.
of them. All of them.
They're
I don't know
only
where
pay
that's
one
coming
win star.
There's
I don't
only
know
one
what's
Winstar that that's actually
This is a fucking
Good.
Highlander.
There can only be one.
Soon.
Uh,
Soon I will fuse into all of them and become the ultimate win star.
Anyway, are we all back?
Oh, I've been back, bitch.
I don't know, but I haven't heard
Uh,
Galadriel or
Galadriel.
Yeah, Caldrill's not back.
apparently
fuck me.
I have something on my personality
also, I
traits
am
in this game.
I said I was there.
Oh, sorry.
I just realized, why do you have that creepy old man? That worries me.
It's fine.
No, it's not fine. If you know him, no. It's
I know
not
who
fine.
this is from, yes.
It's not fine.
I don't know who he's playing it, but I assume that you do.
Yeah, he's from this like 3D anime, and he's like very bad man, very murdery, which worries me.
So my question was well pointed.
He hasn't killed anyone that I'm aware of.
Anyway, as we're going out into the sea, I want to point out that Chris made us roll to see if we had sea legs before. So who here has sea legs?
Oh shit.
Yeah, because you guys did a trip journey before. Ship journey.
We were on the air though, weren't we? Or were we on the water?
You also had the one where you met Galadriel.
We're underwater.
Can we roll again for sea legs since it's like a new time? Or I don't have it written down on my sheet, I don't think.
If you don't have it written down, I'll let you do that.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't think I got it, but with time, could we gain sea legs?
Which means I'll let you roll again.
I don't know what kind of roll that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Constitution.
Constitution save?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Nope.
Wow, I rolled real low.
Yep.
With a +6.
Yeah. So none of you are going to be good. So, Is everyone back?
Yep.
All right. You get on board, and the ship starts moving away. And the dwarven captain, just kind of like after shouting some orders to the various crew members, turns and looks at you all. Well, I don't have any rooms for you, but you're welcome to string up a hammock down below. There's plenty of room downstairs around the around our shipping containers and everything.
Works for me. Do you need any of us to take any shifts doing anything, watches, etc.?
No, and considering the complexion that I think I see on what I can see of your face there, I'm guessing that you need time to rest. I do need to know where exactly you wish to go. With the passage to Madranis closed off right now, well, we're trying to figure out which port to go to next to finish selling our cargo. Originally, we're shipping up from Schultz.
We're going towards doom and destiny.
Well, that's not a specific location.
No.
Ollie!
I'll take care of that, Anina. Just get your rest. She's right. You're not looking very well.
Yeah, you're paler than usual.
I would say more green than usual. Gershap
Kinda
just
takes
kind
her
of
hood.
like, looks around at you and is like looking at your chin. Goes, yeah, almost as green as me.
I'll go get some rest. And she pulls her hood up and goes down below.
Graham should follow. Because
Yeah, Char's going down below too.
Hey, Captain, what's the
but
most
the
dangerous
captain-
thing you've seen?
As you ask that, the captain is like, "Oh, the brought a dragon onto my ship," and then she looks back at you, Kurt, and says, "Well, I think that is now," and gestures at the wormling that is currently exploring the top of the deck.
Oh, when did that get here?
The cloaked drow-looking woman just kind of like it glances at you, Kurt, and it just goes back to watching the wormling. I was not going to leave my son behind, she mutters.
Well, Captain, you have a dragon on board. Anyway, let's talk about fish.
The captain pulls at their beard. Ugh. This is a fish. Did you say something about fish?
Yeah, it takes out the harpoon harpoon launcher.
Oh,
I want to do some sport fishing.
Well, I suppose you can sport fish over the side if you'd like.
What's the most dangerous thing around here?
Other than the dragon. Well, there are the occasional slugs in the water. There's the hagen occasionally will climb up the sides and attempt to attack.
A hag?
Well, there are some hags known to inhabit an island not far from here, but it's within the borders of that, the Tamachin. Yeah.
Alright, target that.
Pronunciation issue. If you get too close to certain shores, you can also see harpies, but no, we shouldn't be sailing too far in there, unless you're trying to go to a harpy island or something like that.
No,
What exactly is your destination?
Holly.
Holly says, I said I'd take care of that, don't worry.
He's asking me questions I don't like answering.
Oh, so you'll be answering this. The dwarf turns and looks at Holly, and Holly's nodding. Yes, why don't we come over here and we'll discuss it, and he'll do whatever he wishes to do.
Greg just looks around. Where did everyone go? Why is everyone sick? It's just water. Besides, the water isn't as purple down in the Underdark Oceans.
I imagine that Clay is still up there. Clay. What about Caladriel?
I'm above decks at the moment.
So yeah, they're still there, Kurt. Some people move and you see Caladriel.
Caladriel, are you ready for some sport fishing?
Why, yes. In fact, if you want, I can even do something to help you out with that.
Perfect.
Do you
Do
have
it.
10 minutes?
I'm not exactly going anywhere. Just gestures at the ocean.
Then, as a ritual, I'll cast water breathing. How sport are you trying to get?
Well, I wasn't trying to be the bait. But now that you have given me the opportunity,
Lots of heavy typing there, dude.
Sorry.
So what exactly are you doing with Kurt?
water breathing.
I'm just casting water breathing as a ritual, and I'll go ahead and apply it to the Ominate, myself, and 7 random crew members.
All right, so
For the top
Aminette,
of 10.
you're curled up in a hammock, and Caladriel comes by and taps you.
The fuck?
Comes by, taps
I don't
you
have to
with
actually
the
tap
glass
her. It's a range of 30 feet.
Oh well,
that you have to see.
if you have to see them all at the same time, then they're already below deck. You can't see them.
Actually, yeah, it might be safe.
Aminette, Char, and
Yep.
and Wolf are all around under there. Pink,
Ah.
Pink and his robot friend are
Gramps.
over off to one side, probably about 60 feet away, like one end of the boat. Let's see. Megan is nearby. Volt and Kage are nearby. Holly is off talking to the ship captain. Grishrop is half standing up on the rail, just kind of like holding her there with her arms, just trying to look over at the water. So they're all nearby.
So, Megan, how did you come to meet Millie again?
She lived up on the Feldermount Mountains, the southeast side of the mountains, and she was very upset after what Septimus did. Apparently, he came through, stole several of her children, and bartered them to a nearby coven of hags to get a curse removed.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit surprised. When we were at the temple fighting, there was other dragons around. Why wasn't she among them?
Well, those were the silver dragons at the Silvering Mountains.
Well, the silver dragons were fighting other dragons.
Yeah, they were fighting black dragons.
Black. Yeah, so those are the ones. Curtis.
Yeah, she wasn't among them. These were different black dragons.
So they were not local?
Not local to that side of the mountains. Anyway, these were some of the at the end of that other mountain range, which the GM forgot to name. The one that separates the Scarlet the Costa Scarlet Imperium in part. There's another mountain range to the north that goes north and south. Feldermount Mountains is to the south and goes east and west.
Yeah, it's just that I was quite surprised when I heard that you were riding on, a black dragon.
Well, yeah, the black dragons are rare to deal favorably with people, but she's bent on revenge. And, well, we have the means to get revenge against Septimus.
Well,
When Septimus is dead, well, then we'll see where we still stand. But
do you think we'll reach the temple before Septimus this time?
I don't know. If he could get there right away, if he could find the temple right away, he probably would have been there by now already and be already gone. But I get the feeling that the Chaos Islands are named for something more than just well, from what I hear, the but I hear they're nearly impossible to navigate without some kind of magic.
Yeah, and Holly's gonna have to be the one to tell the captain where we're going. I don't envy her shoes.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's someplace called Mistvale. It's one of the nearby islands. Apparently they have the Wayfinder. Don't know how that works exactly. Supposedly Mistvale is like part of the Chaos Island string, except that it somehow got detached from the rest of them, then ended up at the southern end of the Azure Gulf.
Yeah,
least-
no, I don't know much about this area. No clue.
At least that's what I heard from Holly at one point. Yeah, I don't know
Remember,
this area either.
Yeah, I'm from Kohler. I don't even know
Mm.
shit about the place you're from.
Well, yeah, Zaladin's only a little bit north of Kolar, across the Kolar Mountains. Never been to Kolar. How is Kolar?
Easy. Easy, simple.
Not full of war.
It's just no time. It's just work.
Hmm. Megan just kind of like sits, like turns around and leans against the edge of the rim.
Yeah, we can't all be born princesses.
You're implying that that's an easy life. No, I've been trading since I as long far back as I can remember. Training to be a soldier. Well, for a while I was actually living with my cousins and in Elven City, deep within the Glora Woods. Um, that's where my mom was from. Well, she was a half elf,
I see.
and
Well, you should be happy that you got training.
yeah.
Recruits back home, they were told they were soldiers, and then they were on the job.
Oh no, everyone in Zaladin, has at least some training as a soldier.
I know.
They don't send
The training
untrained.
you get there is the survival.
Yeah. Some would say that ours is survival too, unless you're born noble like me.
Might
But
be that. I don't know many nobles back home.
hmm. Yeah, well, we nobles are trained to be officers. We still have to follow all the laws the same as the regular people. In fact, in some ways, it's even stricter. At least as far as my dad's concerned.
Ugh.
Nobles start stealing stuff off of people. Well, my dad feels the need to have make an example of them. It's
I
very
forget.
rare, very rare.
I forget. Are you going to inherit?
Well, I am the princess. Someday, I unless I die in battle before that, I probably become the I will become the queen.
I thought there must have been a reason why the king tried to not make you go.
Well, I'm his only heir,
Yeah.
so yeah. But I decided that what's going on here is far more important than me.
Considering how dangerous the world is and how easy you get into trouble.
Yeah, but see, I held my own against a demon, so I'm less worried now.
You did well.
Yeah, and she was pretty nasty. 4 arms. Bright red skin. Don't even know what kind of demon he was.
You reckon it tastes good?
I doubt it.
You just gotta try the right recipe.
So you eat sentient beings, huh?
Is it there, not sentient?
What?
I mean, we could have a conversation about this all night. Should we bring up our fellow druid and he can
Well, I think
speak in length about how he has conversation with every squirrel.
Well, I think he was down in the hold puking his guts out.
Yeah. Let's not bring him up. The conversation will probably make him spew more up. Anyway, sentient this and sentient that. I've heard monsters have conversation about who they're gonna eat next.
No, I mean, have you ever eaten dwarf or human?
No, of course not.
Well, then why would
We
you
don't
eat...
taste good.
Well, okay, I'll give you that. But how do you know we don't taste good if you've never eaten?
Listen, if you live long enough in a dwarven barrack, you know we do not taste good.
She thinks about that for a moment and then snickers. Wow, you've gotten around a lot, haven't you, Kurt?
You're young, I'm not.
Yeah, I know. That's what they tell me.
Dwarven, I'm young.
They say I'm a bit too... They keep telling me that I'm too young for that sort of thing. She glances back and looks towards where Volt is talking to his brother. At least he keeps saying that.
Well, yeah. I agree you are too young. But you're stupid enough to know better.
Yeah, I know. I guess I still got a little bit more growing to do.
That's okay, I'm stupid too. I had a great job, stable, good income, lots of people who appreciated me, and then I found the Underdark and I left it all.
You intentionally stayed in the Underdark.
Mm-hmm. Well, before I met you, I've been there down there, maybe some 2-3 years, I think. Explored every nook and cranny I could find, and hadn't been back to the surface since then.
And then got captured by Drow.
Hey, I blame that on the dwarf I was with. It was a thick-footed fella.
Wasn't he that... She tries to remember. Wasn't it that dude? The one that died to the black pudding.
I always told him to look where he stepped. He never listened, and, well... Lots of us from that prison died in unfortunate events. Mostly when I turned my back to it.
Yeah.
Like lost the little puppies.
Yeah, we lost a bunch of people that we escaped with. There was that one guy that actually, was a murderer, and
Oh yeah, the drow got stabbed.
yeah. Well, that guy was murdered, and then it was the what was he, a Diro? Turned out to be a murderer. He was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think what are we talking about? Was this back in Grackle Flag or no?
I want to say that. She thinks for a moment.
Was it Slurped Up?
No, that was where Demigorgon showed up. I guess. Do I want to say Grackle Flag? Was that the? She thinks for. Was that what the Durgar were? Those grade
Oh
dwarves?
yeah, that was the Durga set, of course.
Yeah, so it's wherever that was.
That's where we met him if. We fled to... Yeah, then after that we went to Slubadup.
No, we went to Slubadup first, and then we ended up in ended up in that fungal place, and yeah, she thinks from it. Yeah, and then eventually we got it all the way to Gruntelgrim.
Was it before or after that I meant Glabagal?
Glabagul you met in the temple that your buddy died in,
Oh yeah.
and after that that's when we met that's when we ran into Sir Lancelot, and
I mean, yeah.
yeah. You think Sir Lancelot will be okay back there by himself?
No,
She
I think he'll
frowns.
do great.
Really? Him and a bunch of pirates.
Him and a bunch of peasants making a revolt. Yeah, good work.
And the necklace
Not
or...
not against the beholder though.
Yeah. Well, do you think, Sherman? Beholders, they have some kind of anti-magic property, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Never stuck around long enough to see it, but you know.
Well,
If
see,
you hear one of them coming through the tunnels, shattering madness, then you just go the other way, you know.
so beholders in the Underdark are all insane?
Mostly, yes. I've rarely heard them say anything coherent.
Another thing to keep in mind, while I don't know much about them, they think of themselves as pure perfection over all others, including other beholders. Incredibly xenophobic.
Well, apparently not all of them are completely xenophobic if one of them is ruling a city.
I would like to eat ice dogs.
Again, you're eating a person.
Just because it's sentient doesn't mean it's not delicious.
Fair enough.
Should we bring up Cha and have him join the conversation? Let's talk about how to cook deer.
I think that'd make him puke even more, and then everything we talk about would be unappetizing. She looks over at Caladriel. So, what do you bring to the table?
I don't bring much other than glittering balls of pain and the occasional healing. Occasionally a potion as well if I have the time to prepare.
Oh, healing is useful.
It's definitely proved useful more than once. One time we get caught on the receiving end of essentially a demonic fireball. That's what it seemed like to me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
When did this happen?
The air temple, I believe. I think it was the air. It was in the Silverwing Mountains. We met the kobolds.
Oh, there are kobolds there. Huh. Yeah, there are kobolds back home too, but I've noticed that some places the kobolds aren't very popular.
Seems like there's a lot of people that aren't very popular right now, unfortunately.
So where did you come from, anyway?
Me?
I mean, the rest of them, and she gestures, we kind of ran into them in the Underdark, and, well, other than Pink. Pink kind of, he's a Lydian as well, so he was just supposed to be there for transport and ended up being roped along. But you, where'd you come from?
And I'll say I'm not rather certain where I came from. I was raised out in the wilderness.
No, I mean before you ran into the party to the others.
What I was about to say.
Oh.
Not sure much of my origin. I wandered and lost my way quite a few times. It just happened to be on the same boat, and they seemed like they were going through some stuff, and like I could help. And
so you could basically leave at any time, is what you're saying.
I could, but given the stakes, it wouldn't be right. My patron wouldn't forgive me, even if I do have a task from her.
Patron?
Points to my shield on my back.
Your shield speaks?
It's not so much the shield speaks, it speaks through the shield.
And what's your patron?
Never caught her name, but a unicorn.
Oh.
I took a tumble in my travels and fell in her glade. She'd recently been attacked and used my knowledge of medicine to kind of patch her up, get her back on her feet. And as a thank you, she helped me get to where I am today.
Yeah, I don't know too much about unicorns. I've heard rumors, but I don't know anything factual about them. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you sound a little odd, like distant, but I'm sure that's
Yeah, the cat decided he was going to lay right there and put his head underneath my chin.
for.
He is so cute. The only downside is now that you guys can barely hear me.
I can hear you. It just sounds tinny, but you're so clear and loud,
Yeah.
which is nice.
I said there's a purring cat almost directly on the microphone. No.
I assure you.
Scratch that. He is directly on the microphone.
Toss the kitty.
No.
Yeet.
Yeet.
No eating kitties.
They always land on their feet. Is it if they go yeet, they land on feet.
Yeah, I was like, there's a yeet feet rhyme. Somebody do it.
The dwarf
And
goes
they eat
next.
meat.
You can always toss a dwarf. There we go.
No,
I've recovered my microphone.
Nobody tosses a dwarf.
nobody tosses a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody eats a cat.
Well,
Oh, real quick, Chris.
Yep.
With high elves, with high elf and half elves, what's their lifespan again?
And on Alaris, high elves themselves on Alaris live more like a Middle Earth lifespan. They can live
People are
thousands of
half
years. So half elves tend to live a few hundred years.
Okay. I just couldn't remember because I was still running off of the assumption that Caladrel was aging in human terms. But so he would have been on for an insanely long time now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I keep being as far as like calendar years are concerned. At
Yeah,
least
that would still be fairly young for a half elf.
yeah, because he looks like he's in his early 20s. He's
Yeah.
not aged at all.
Yeah, they age very slowly, so they still look like they're in their 20s for some time.
Also, what's the breathing? Is that from the cat?
Yeah, that was from the cat.
Okay. I just didn't have my Discord up. It was behind my Roll20 window.
Yeah.
well-
So he was curled off on my chest for a while, and he wanted to just tuck his chin directly where the microphone happened to be.
Mm.
Well, tuck under my chin.
Oh, and just to make sure, though, who is asking these questions? Is it Megan?
Yeah, you guys are talking to
Okay.
Megan.
I thought as much. Just wanted to make sure. So I introduced a couple new voices. I have to learn these ones.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. They're characters. You make them all sound different.
Well, I try. There's a time when I
no,
was
gee.
really bad with character voices, and now I'm starting to at least get that I can hold a conversation between two of them and be able to sound differently with both of them at the same time. So that's getting up there in skills.
Yeah. But yeah, well, I've don't have direct allegiance with anyone here. I'm very much on your side. I'll help you to the best of my ability till I have nothing left.
What did they tell you about what's going on?
There is a dragon that is doing something to the temples, and we're concerned it will destabilize magic, among other things. Aside from that, I don't care for much else. My main concern is that you guys need help, and the world is at stake. I'm a simple man, and I try to keep it that way.
She nods. It's Holly comes up at this point. It's not really destabilizing magic. It's far more than that. Did we not go over this?
We did, but it's been an interesting few weeks. I would appreciate the refresher,
Well,
because I would appreciate knowing the true stakes.
the story that I know is that before the world, that there were these things called the Chaos Gods, or Unmakers, as some might put it. And the gods fought them, but it was always to the standstill. But the divine light forged a way to seal them, and it was able to stabilize the world so that people could live on it. Things have happened, and 5,000 years ago, during the last, 4,000 years ago, 1,000 years after the world was sundered again, and chaos happened because somebody attempted to open the seals. The divine light said that there should be temples built, and four were built. One earth, one air, one fire, and one water. And this stabilized the world and stopped the sundering. There's still after effects, of course. There's the Chaos Islands is the main one. But the world repaired itself in the last 4,000 years. People have been getting on with their lives, creating civilizations, attacking each other, falling, all of that. But I fear that someone is following in the footsteps of what came before and is attempting to open the seal. And to do that, I think that they are destabilizing the temples, thinking that that is the way there to stabilize the seal. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing, but if it's anything like the last one, it's to release the chaos gods along the unmakers into the world, which would ultimately destroy it, but has a chance of giving whoever does it, godly power. It's believed.
Something I can't help but wonder, though. It feels like we have been on the back foot this entire time, simply chasing and trying to get ahead of it. While we're doing this, is there anything that anyone can do to undo what's already been done?
Well, that's where a prophecy comes in. It is said that only the pride and power of the divine light can stand before the one who would try to unmake the world.
Here's hoping they make themselves known.
Well, there are some that think that because I am the high priestess, that would be me.
Okay, is this Holly speaking?
Yes, this is Holly speaking.
Okay, cool. Well, I have faith. We've gotten this far. We can finish the journey.
She nods and smiles. Oh, it's good to have companions, but I don't know what it is that's directing these forces. The power behind whoever sent Giles and Septimus up here. They must be very powerful indeed. Especially if they can control some sort of very powerful demon as well. She looks over at Megan.
In respect to that, I will say one thing. It is okay to not know. I've spent a great deal of my life being punished for not knowing this or that. There's nothing wrong with trying to figure it out to find the truth. But don't let it eat at you. Still take care of yourself. Still pursue your goals. Don't let it consume you. We will find out what we need to know, and we will right the wrongs. The light will shine.
What's going on with the dogs?
Her Elf's parents just got back from vacation yesterday.
Ah.
So the one dog has been very excitable because Dad's home.
Aw.
And the other one gets excited because, like, oh, we're getting excited now. Is it playtime? Is it playtime? So we're just, yeah. And we're downstairs and there's no insulation of any kind under the hardwood floors because it's mostly a finished basement. Okay, it's resolved though. It's resolved.
I'm actually laughing because somebody just rolled me a double nat 20 in GM roll for something they wanted to do.
But
Oh,
Pockets,
I'm
everyone,
worried
check
now.
your pockets.
Pockets.
please, I just hope it was for the harpoon.
You don't know.
If someone stole my notes, they're gonna die.
Yeah, because like
Kurt turns around and shoots.
yeah, because I don't fuck around with stealing shit. Like
What's going on?
Right,
I-
Rick, what's going on?
Someone
wasn't
got god mode. Someone got god mode for a
Alright.
second.
Uh-huh.
Some- Somebody GM rolled 2 nat 20s.
Yeah, what's going on, Rick?
I don't know, actually. I wasn't paying attention.
Quick, kill him.
Too busy rolling 2 nat 20s?
Chase him down.
Joe's not a shady one.
Yet.
Usually.
Yet.
Usually.
Usually. Usually. Unless he's in tree form, then he's full of shade. Wow, that disgust noise from Rick. Holy shit.
Now that I think about it,
Hey, shuttle.
What?
Disgust.
about it.
D. Hey.
Disgust D! He likes the D.
Hey, like
in all
the D.
seriousness, though, if you think about it, there's only 2 people in this party that aren't shady in some capacity. I'm all radiant. Lancelot has the Sunblade. Meanwhile, Amunet has a patron that resides over death. Gramps, who the fuck knows? Kurt's from the Underdark. Char can become a tree, and Clay is Clay.
Hey, I'm fabulous, bitch.
Damn straight. Snaps.
I didn't say you weren't fabulous.
Fabulous.
Hey, no, he's throwing shade.
Oh, he is throwing shade. There
He
you
does,
go.
actually. He throws shade. Blades. Shade
He
blades.
uses shade as a ranged weapon.
Mhm.
I am proficient in shade.
It's
Oh my
vicious
god.
mockery, people.
Is that what casting darkness is? Throwing shade?
Hey,
Oh god.
I throw shade.
I throw a magic missile at it.
I cast magic missile into the darkness.
Hey.
Hurry out of Mountain Dew. Sorry.
Alright.
I've actually-
Fireball.
So, person who rolled, I imagine you have something you wish to do at this point.
I kill
Yep.
him.
Person who rolled. Who is that?
It was funny you're not telling you guys right away, especially since you jumping to conclusions. It was great.
Oh yeah, it's very funny.
So,
I'm just gonna stand behind the people that are talking. Just listen.
yep. At some point during the conversation, Caladriel and Kurt, you look over and notice that that weird old man has been standing there for some time.
Ah, where do you come from?
I'm assuming he rolled double nat 20 stealth check to leave
Yep.
the next to
Yep.
Amunet.
Yep.
I mean,
Double
how
nat
good is
20s.
yourself,
Now
really?
Amunet is distracted.
Very good actually.
25. He rolled two
I can
25s.
easily beat 25. Perception
Oh,
wise.
But
Yeah,
you'd
I will
you'd
say
have to
that.
be rolling at
I did say I was keeping an eye on him.
then
You
roll
have to roll
then roll
again.
at disadvantage because you're in the middle of puking.
And besides, you won't roll over a 10.
He also gained his composure. And there's the exact opposite. Give me a
Oh
second.
my god, I
Oh,
told
get
you!
back.
And it's on stream.
I'm just gonna take the snipping tool real quick. Give me a second.
Beautiful.
I have a +10 for crying out loud.
Hey,
Why do you always roll beneath 10?
Lancelot, on your chat log, aren't those literally simultaneous? And at 20 and that one.
Oh,
That's
Rick.
that.
You're like, congratulations, you have perfect vision. You're like, yes, I'm gonna close my eyes at all times.
Oh god.
Gotta save it for later.
I think it's all the leaves. They're getting in his eyes.
Oh my god. That's too funny.
What are the fucking odds?
Does anyone else notice that Char's picture is actually slightly cross-eyed?
Oh my god, what? Oh
You're killing the DM.
Did no one else notice that?
I don't like this game anymore.
Yeah. I'm just saying is that
Shut up, you heard?
Well, if he's cross-eyed, he can look in two different directions. Hey, directions D.
God.
You fucking
Ow.
Okay.
Everything hurts.
All right.
Yeah.
Everything hurts.
Breathe. Exercises.
Rick, are you having a good time?
So yeah, you lost track of the Char. Sorry. He's gone.
Yeah, you're throwing up. And the next thing you knew, before you pretty much passed out, was, oh, the old man has gone missing. Clonk. Unconscious. No, that is. Oh my god. What are the odds?
I'm not doing the math on that, but
1 in
not
400.
very high.
No, wait, no, it's more than that because you have to count for it's 1 in 20, 1 in 20, 1
Actually,
in
yeah.
20, 1 in 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 20 to the 4th power.
Yeah, it's much more than that. It's like
1 sec.
up in the hundreds of thousands, right?
1 in 160,000.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shit, dude.
And it was
Well done, people.
that's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, you know, yeah, he says this, and then he has to roll the disadvantage. I bet he's gonna get a nat 1. Oh, 2 nat 1s. Oh my god.
Funny enough, the odds of being struck by lightning in your lifetime is 1 in 3,000. You're literally more likely to get struck by lightning.
And yet we've had this sort of thing happen more times than any of us have ever been struck by lightning. I don't know if any of you have ever been struck by lightning.
Well, with these
shocked
odds,
by
I'm just gonna go out in the next thunderstorm with a lightning rod and go,
Fluffy.
strike me down!
Technically,
Fucking heard
50%
that.
of my life I'm getting electrocuted.
Well, yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I play D&D. I know it won't happen.
Has Char ever rolled a 20 on his perceptions?
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Was it when it mattered?
we choose to never remember that.
Rick, are you okay? You're very quiet.
I hate this game.
I understand and I feel.
I love you, Rick.
I understand and I feel the feeling of.
Dice
Oh,
gods.
I'm actually really good at this. No, apparently not.
Yeah.
That makes me think.
I'm sorry, hon.
No, but you have made your teammates laugh hysterically. So just think of that as an accomplishment.
Oh, good for you guys.
Yay!
Oh. But if you're not having fun, I feel bad. I'm sorry.
Fine.
No.
Love you, Char.
Well,
Love
come
you.
up above deck
Love
and
you,
look at something up here. Maybe you'll
He's
see-
unconscious.
Maybe okay. Well, I was gonna say maybe he can see the ocean. Maybe he can find that.
So, old man, what are you doing?
Quite an interesting story.
It's not exactly a story. It's a history and a supposition.
I'm listening. What's going on? Interesting. Sounds like fun.
It's not.
You forgive me, I don't get out a lot. Normally.
So, why did you get on? Why did you get on the ship then? Megan asks.
To find my faith.
There's lots of places to find faith. Lots of temples. Or do you mean something else?
No. It was taken from me a while ago. A couple of years at least. Along with my mercy.
Great. I'm gonna.
I'm referring to names, in case you have not figured that out.
Faith and mercy.
Yes.
Right.
I might be able to give some assistance for you if you want.
What kind of assistance?
What kind of names are those?
I apologize, I did not realize those were names.
She's the daughter, and Faith is my wife.
She gets this crestfallen look on her face, and puts a hand out on your shoulder. That is very sad.
One's dead. The other one not. I'll find my mercy again. Anyways, Tiles, I can help. I know a little bit of magic.
What kind of magic?
He creates this ball of black energy in his hand that would look similar to Calendar's Eldritch Blast. The given kind.
Fluffy, I'm really sorry, but I can't hear a word you're saying. You're so quiet. I have you doubled.
You're a soft-spoken pimp.
I heard my name and something about like magic of choice or something like that.
He's a warlock.
He's holding out magic black ball of energy that looks basically like your Eldritch Blast.
But not.
Well, it is. It's just black instead of your normal color.
Yeah.
Coach just slowly turns. Kind of like, what do you make out of him?
Well, it is good to have you with us. She just puts a hand on your shoulder.
Right. Strangers joined us on this journey. I'm gonna head.
A lot of strangers join you on journey.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head below deck. See you tomorrow.
Oh, and Kurt.
Hmm.
I want to let you know, don't worry too much about losing Lancelot as far as protection is concerned. I need to make sure to pick up a little bit of magic that'll help us with that.
You also have me, Volt speaks up. And me, says Megan.
I'm sure you both are quite
Yeah.
capable.
We have both Volt and Megan who make up for, I would say, half of Lancelot.
He pats Megan on the head. You'll do fine.
The girl
Believe me,
kind of gives you a little bit of a scowl.
He's being very like a grandpa, basically.
Yeah.
believe me,
No.
I don't doubt you at all. Lancelot simply had a certain amount of presence on the battlefield that is rather unique.
Yeah, presence that the people we were
Positively
fighting
radiant.
would take notice of. And if he's not there, they're gonna take notice of you guys. I cannot promise that I can keep them. I can stop them from getting past me.
I assure you, if they get past you, they'll regret it. And as I say that, you see almost like a little like glint of radiant energy, like as an outline around me, but it's very brief.
All right, if you say so, I'll trust you. I'm gonna go and get some sleep.
Did he ever go fish?
Nope.
No.
There was nothing out there worth fishing.
Okay.
Basically, nothing
Look
attacked
at
us.
his fishing buddy either, you fucker.
Exactly. But you don't have any dynamite, fucker.
Hey,
I have a bag of gunpowder in my pocket, Kurt.
is that a bag of gunpowder in your pocket, or are you happy to see me?
Just a bag of gunpowder. All happiness is gone.
Hey, it's an explosive personality.
Hey.
Intermittent explosive disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt goes
Rope
down
escape.
to the bunk beds and sleep, or hammocks, or whatever. Bed,
I will as
floor.
well. Do I see anybody down there that's like outwardly ill?
Roll a medicine check.
You can char an amulet.
You do see a puddle of puke on the ground, but you look around and you can't entirely tell where it came from.
All right, who's seasick?
The green ones.
Does he point out to me which ones are green?
I think Kurt could point out the party members.
I only say it because I'm guessing with a 5, I would not notice the green.
Nope, you just noticed a puddle of puke.
Okay.
Kurt was talking to the people before that when Captain was around, and everyone pointed out that they looked sick.
Gramps did look a little sick, but he seems to have composed himself at least a little bit.
I'll go over to Ominate and I'll see if I can cast Lesser Restoration to calm her stomach. Basically,
All right.
remove a disease.
Yeah, I think she's
it'll
been
make her
downstairs this entire time. She
It'll
hasn't
make
been
her
up on deck.
it'll make her feel better, but it
Yeah.
won't cure the underlying problem because it's a
Mhm.
a structural default, not a
Oh,
not a
I know.
sickness.
I don't want her. I don't want people throwing up. That's it.
Yeah, so she'll
I'm-
feel better for a bit.
I can't cure the wobbliness, but I can cure the throw uppiness.
Yeah.
Look,
It's Caladriel.
You're good.
Kurt goes,
Get some rest. I'm sure you feel better in the morning. Get some food in you.
Kurt goes up to Char. Look, I can also do it.
Jara, you're feeling a bit better too.
Yay.
How rough are the waters, by the
You
way?
wake up. Let's see. How rough
You
are
wake
these
up, you see a
waters?
dwarf holding his hands over you.
Because if it's smooth, if it is like,
At the moment, it's mostly smooth.
Okay.
Don't
so
let
like
it die.
if it's steady enough, I'd like to set up my little alchemist thing in the corner and try to brew a potion. But if it's not like ideal, pristine, he's not going to do it because doesn't need to start. Got to be careful starting a fire on a ship.
It's currently steady condition.
Okay. I'll just see what I can brew up.
As we're getting, like, Gramps will head down to kind of rest for the evening unless something happens that will cause attention.
Kurt falls asleep.
Yeah, the rest of the party members are going to sleep as well. So what about you that were woken up from your from your seasickness.
I mean, surely now's the time to sleep.
No, but I mean, you just woke up 2 people from their seasickness stupors. So I would like to know what Char and Aminette are doing.
I mean, going back to sleep, I guess.
All
I
right.
mean, you said that it didn't kind of fix her, but so
Didn't
she
fix her,
feels a little
but
better.
it made you feel a little better.
Yeah,
You're no
probably
longer
going to sleep
puking.
as well.
Yeah, she's just going back to sleep. She has nothing that she wants to do.
Okay. The ship sails onward through the night, getting up to morning time. You hear definitely what sounds like a rooster crowing as the sun begins to rise, and you hear more noise and activity as the hammocks around you start offloading their contents. What do you guys like to do?
First off, just because I have a bad feeling about whatever, I don't know why. Once people kind of gather for the day, I'm going to cast Aid. Like I said, because I am paranoid.
And a group still has water breathing, since it's a 24-hour spell.
But yeah, Aid is going to go on Kurt, Amunet, and Char. Congratulations, you guys have an increased HP maximum of 20.
Is aid concentration?
No, it is not.
Okay,
It's an adventuring day spell, thankfully.
nice.
Yeah. And literally, you guys now have 20 HP additional. And it's not temp, it's literally your maximum, so it stacks.
So we add that.
Yep, for the next
20.
8 hours. And once your health like goes back below your current maximum, it still keeps that maximum for the duration of the spell.
Oh, how many kids? How many people?
3.
So that's not everyone, right?
It is not. But
He
I'm putting
specified who?
Kurt, Char, and Shuttle.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Kurt, Char, and Aminette.
Well, alright, you just pushed me up to 114 HP.
I don't know if you'd feel this, but you'd see just kind of a shimmering light drift over you for a moment before it disappeared. Most
Probably-
likely settling into your beard.
How much do we get?
20.
20. Okay.
Yeah,
Your
thank you.
current max for 8 hours is increased by 20, and you heal for 20.
Uh-huh.
It'd probably feel a bit warm as the spell coalesces around you.
The old man slowly walks up to the top of the deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
roll.
Make my way to the top.
Make way up top.
And Caladriel will see about helping with that.
bypass my 2 people.
Kurt can also survive a power word kill.
Nice.
Hey!
Current condition is overcast.
Need help up, Gramps?
No, I've got it. Thank you, though.
Alright. I'll still stay behind him, just in case he falls.
Kurt is a little bit slower than the other ones to get out of bed, but he is the last one to leave.
Also, if Gramps takes it this way, I get it, but Caladriel is not posturing himself in like a mollycoddle way or like a mother hen way. Just literally like, I will let him take his time to go up, and if he falls, they'll catch him. Like a 2-bird scenario.
He seems to get up just fine.
Cool.
He just seemed to go a little slower than everybody else.
Alrighty. It's a new day. What would you guys like to do?
First off, where are we?
Burn the ship.
You are in the middle of the Gulf.
Do not burn the ship.
Do not burn the ship. We're on it.
Oh, by the way, what did my roll get me?
Which roll? The alchemist supplies?
Was
What were you trying to make?
I was thinking the oil of slipperiness.
Oil of slipperiness? Yeah, at 22, you should probably consume the components to create oil of the oil.
Cool. One charge, yes.
Yes.
Domino will go over to just rail the ship and just watch the horizon for a little bit.
Yeah, just gonna keep an eye out for anything out in the ocean.
Well,
think
perception
Grouch
checks.
will be quite calm.
There we go.
No,
Look
Cher
at
gets
that.
There we are.
That's
Let's never
pretty
talk
good.
about that.
And then another 20.
You know what?
Kurt is going to
Total
be
20s.
standing with Amunet, looking out as well, so I guess he rolls to see as well.
Everyone's rolling well on perception checks today.
Well, now.
Well, now.
Graham's just clutching onto a symbol.
All right. You look out into the ocean and everything is calm. Not ocean, sorry. You look out into the water and everything is calm. You don't even see any shark fins out there. Somewhere in the distance, you do spot what looks to be a fog bank somehow. It's kind of hanging there, and it appears to be in the direction that you're headed for.
No good.
Hey, Holly. Is Holly up yet, actually?
Yeah, Holly is looking over the edge. She looks over you. Yes?
I'll point to the fog bank and ask, is that towards our destination?
That would be the edge of Mistville, yes. Don't worry, I will be able to navigate us through. It's a gift from the Divine Light.
Can you determine approximate time to get there, or is it more of a feeling than a knowledge?
We should be there in a few hours.
Interesting.
The ship is already going to be starting its slowdown as it approaches the fog bank. They can't navigate it at normal speeds.
Is there dangers? Yeah.
Can you repeat that question?
Are there any dangers that we need to be aware of?
Only mistakenly crashing the ship into something. But with my sight, we'll be able to navigate through. But no, there are no dangers in Mistvale. The mist itself keeps the people there safe from outsiders.
Oh, before I forget, turns and grabs out of her pouch. Imagine sees the old man gripping his symbol. Turns back around to Kurt. I told you I'd make you some. It's only one shot, but here you go. Little bag of gunpowder for him. When we go fishing.
Oh. Just opens the bag, smells it. Yes. Smells like the mines back home.
Is this the gunpowder you made?
Yeah.
There seems like there's a tiny hint of dampness to it, Kurt.
Rolled a 20-something on it.
You made 2 rolls.
They did.
They were for
you
2
don't think I gave him the good shit, did I?
What?
You don't think I gave the guy the good shit?
Oh, so you're saying now you made 2 batches?
Well, I assumed it was 2 days, or is it just one batch for the 2 rolls?
I was basically doing a blanket thing. I don't know how long gunpowder takes to make.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
But I was basically doing 2 rolls over the 3 days just to see
That's
the
cool.
quality and like things in the steps thing. And
Yeah.
at one point, a tiny amount of moisture got in there.
Yeah. It's a shit roll. It was a shit roll and a good roll, so that's fine.
Yeah. So the good roll means that it should be okay, but there is a tiny hint of moisture that Kurt,
fair.
with his sensitive nose, can pick up.
You know, don't look at it that way, Kurt. I did the best I could. I wanted to make something for you.
It's fine. Just need to dry.
What you clutching on over there, old man? Think we're gonna crash?
No, I don't think we're going to crash. But it doesn't. It never hurts to. Well. Moose is the goddess of the water.
And that is the goddess that you pray to?
That's the goddess she prayed to. She was a priestess. Cleric.
Who's she?
Faith.
Who's Faith?
My dead wife.
Ah.
Pardon my
Well-
asking, but I do have a question for you. You mentioned that you needed to find your faith. Are you looking into religion, or are you attempting to bring her back?
I don't think I can bring her back. But the ones who killed her took her.
Who killed her?
Don't know exactly yet. Some say it was the drow, some say it was bandits, I think it might have been the gods there.
Where? Back in Orin?
That's not worthwhile problem. More south.
You see Holly kind of nodding slowly.
May I try something?
He looks at you.
We all have our own gods and goddesses that we all pray to, but we all know who meets us in the end. The one that I follow. If you would allow me, hand extends a hand. She may know who stole her from you.
You'll place the holy symbol in her hand.
Amanette will basically conjure 2 shadow arrows and put them on an X on the ground. And lay the holy symbol on top of it. And
Okay.
she will try to say a prayer to Quare to see if she has any insight on what happened.
Alright. Roll a 1d20. You feel a cold, bony hand touch your shoulder briefly, but no visions seem to come.
She watches over us, but does not appear she has any insight at this time, unfortunately. But
That's all fine.
perhaps maybe again some other day.
Nuts. He'll
Just hand it back.
he'll take it. And essentially put it in his pocket again.
She'll snap her fingers and the arrows go away.
Forgive me.
For
I'm just an old soldier. That's all. I forget my manners sometimes. Looks for the rest of you. It'll be an honor to assist whatever you need. If I find my answers along the way, all the more power to it.
You see Megan and Holly at the very least nodding.
well, Gramps, where we go, we don't. To be honest, we don't know what we're dealing with. There are many of us that have ventures as well after this. Once we figure this out. You can choose to stay or go as long as you want.
We're just trying to save the world.
One
As
of the things
most people do, right?
No.
If you ask the soldiers, that's what they always say they're trying to do. Save their world.
How dare world.
To them, the world is where they live. Such close mind. I think this might be fun.
And really memorable.
Oh, and real quick, Clay and Gramps, did you guys see my message in
Yeah.
Roll20?
Yeah, I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
He now has above 70 HP.
Same, just barely. Like, I'm so used to playing like tanky melee characters that when I saw we were level 9 and I looked at my health and I was only 52, I was like, did I miss a level up? Nope.
Yeah.
They
In
were
the
level
other
9.
game. In
They
the
were
other
level
game, I'm level
8.
10. And I have 58 HP.
Hold on, I'm forgetting what level you guys are at.
8.
8.
Tank.
Yeah, I could have. As I said, I could have sworn you guys were only level 8.
Yeah, we're only level 8.
Oh, is it 8? Yeah, I can never remember the. Oh no, it was the other one that we just hit level 9, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then the game ended.
Sorry.
But it happens.
Well, we'd be happy to have you, old man. Gramps. No, if you're here, I ain't gonna baby step you. If you're here to fight, fight. We can use all the help we can get.
I'm sure my magics will be quite use.
Magics. You have magics, do you?
So
She was
much, yeah.
downstairs this entire time, so she has not talked to this
Yeah.
guy.
Kind
So,
of hold his hand and create that same kind of different color energy than what Calendar usually does when he Eldritch Blast, but he holds like a black shadow.
Just out of curiosity, does this qualify as a medium magic?
Wait, what?
what?
Does no one remember when Clay said he practices medium magic?
I don't even.
It was way back in Glamour. Way back in freaking
I
Glamour
can't remember
Pool.
all the bullshit that comes out of my mouth.
So interesting.
Would you say that magic is your main way of dealing with problems?
Who guides you?
Who guides me? I mean, who gave me this?
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh, great.
You said you were a soldier.
Way back then, yes. Long retired.
Long retired, but once a soldier, always a soldier, right?
Correct.
I'm just curious who bestowed this power upon you.
It was
For I can
recent.
do something similar. Snaps fingers, arrow in hand. But I know who gave me this.
I asked for something and I got something in return.
I'm curious who answered your request.
I'm sure the answer will come in time.
Kanji's just standing there holding
Right.
counting on his fingers and going like, so you mainly magic, arrows that are magic.
Crossbow bolts, actually.
Oh yeah, crossbow bolts makes a world of a difference. And
A club.
guess magic, kind of a nerd, but magic. And then there's me.
Then there's Pink, but I forget what he does.
Oh yeah, Pink.
Sword and crossbow.
Pink stabs people.
Yeah.
Get
Before
it.
everyone-
Oh thank God, Pink is here, but I haven't seen Pink in battle in such a long time.
I'm not sure if he's ever been in battle, honestly.
He has.
Yeah.
Back at the air temple. He was up in
Okay, that's right. He was. He was in that one.
Excuse me.
Kurt is just a little bit worried.
It's fine.
Kurt, you know there's more than magic to us. We've got versatility.
Don't forget about Volt, Megan, Kage, Holly, Grisdrop.
Don't count
They
me
don't
out
count.
just yet.
They don't count.
They
I
do
didn't want to
count.
say that.
Grisdrop freaking decimated in the last fight she was
Oh
in.
yeah, Grisdrop, but that's rogue.
My point still stands. Grisdrop is a freaking sniper.
Yeah, absolutely.
One shot,
the,
one
the,
kill.
the crits were amazing.
Yeah, I do well with crossbow snipers.
But it was still
Crossbow
ranged.
If you want. Mm,
No, it just means I have to be quicker.
More careful as well.
I think you're faster than I.
Nah, not more careful. Don't have that luxury. Opposite.
So-
Reckless.
And Holly, just a few more hours, you say?
She nods. Yes. Don't worry. The people of Mistvale are peaceful. We shouldn't have to worry about any problems from them.
So it probably wouldn't be a good idea for us to blow up stuff trying to fish on the side as we approach.
Well,
Looks a
not
bit.
not inside the mist, but outside of that, it should be okay.
I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling.
Are you guys going explosive fishing?
Well, I can't see anything so far, so it would be a waste, honestly.
Okay, maybe later.
Well, yeah, I would like to know there's something there before we try.
Always stir something up first.
Yes, and by
Here come-
doing that, and then he just takes out some anchored meat, places it on the harpoon, and fires it out into the ocean.
All right,
There
let's
you go.
rip tethered to the to your device. Goes plink.
Kurt just kind of braces his feet against the railing and go, "Come on, finish this."
Kurt. Aminette pulls out the
Ooh.
extra harpoon as well.
Kurt, after a couple of
Mhm.
minutes, you feel a sudden tug. Roll a strength check.
Oh,
Strength athletics.
Yes.
Oh.
You suddenly feel yourself being pulled and dragged towards the side.
Aminette drops the harpoon on the deck and goes to grab Kurt and help.
Kurt holds on to
Athletics check.
the harpoon launcher.
Can I also assist?
Yes.
Are we doing athletics or
Athletics.
okay?
Can I watch?
Yes,
Can
you
all
may.
his watch.
Actually, hold on. Roll perception.
So
Roll perception.
both of you go diving towards the dragged dwarf, and you collide with one another instead. As he gets pulled to the edge and is pulled over, you see his little feet just standing on the edge of the thing, and he's staring down at the water as the head of a large shark emerges.
Oh,
And that is where we will end for this week.
Kurt is flying over the gas and goes, "I got this!"
And Grizz.
1 second.
You're good.
Good night, y'all.